they're into that and they want it to happen, that would worry me a ton because you named it. He said he played more offensive snaps than defensive, and he's already banged up. That's worrisome for his goal of playing both ways throughout his career.
Yeah, I think that's going to be tough, and I think that everybody that's been asked about it says the same thing. It's tough to do that. When you do get dinged up, you're losing so much time on both sides of the ball. Now you're talking about limiting snaps. Now you're talking about which packages can he be a part of and how much can you use him on both sides of the ball. Another injury being dealt with from around the league, that's Matthew Stafford, former Georgia quarterback, obviously quarterback now of the Los Angeles Rams. He's got a back issue. I'm not asking this because of the Monday night matchup later on this year in December. I'm asking this for right now. Is this something that you think Falcons fans should be keeping track of?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think they do. I think they think that. But personally, they have Jimmy Garoppolo out there. They also have Stetson Bennett, who McVay clearly likes a lot to bring back. Because remember, he had the incident where he left the team his rookie year, and then last year he was there, right? So, but for me, I don't think as much because they want a guy that can move this similar offense to what we run here.
Yeah.
That's where Zach came from. That's where Rock came from. Came back from when he came his second stint here, this time as head coach. But I just think they want a little bit more mobility. I'm not sure, even though Kirk has shown that, I just don't know if it would fit 100% what they wanted to do, and I don't think they can afford it.
Yeah. Speaking of quarterback injuries, one of the stories from preseason week 1 was Shadur Sanders, and he obviously is injured, and it's one of those things that we all looked at him last week and thought, oh, man, good for him. He's one of those guys that we're all kind of rooting for because of everything that happened back in the draft. Ended up being the 144th pick overall in the 5th round there to the Cleveland Browns. But doesn't look like he's going to play this week. He did suffer an oblique injury in the crossover practice with the Philadelphia Eagles. It kind of went viral as he's walking off with Jalen Hurts and getting that drive and the golf cart out. Does seem like the Dylan Gabriel is going to be a part of their week 2 preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles, but it's just one of those things when you look at Shadur Sanders and everything else going on around that, you feel bad because he seems like somebody that was obviously hitting his stride last week.
Yeah, you actually hate it for him because he did really well, and it was one of those performances where it kind of changed people's thought process. Well, I think the people that maybe doubted him were like, oh, wait, maybe he can do this. Maybe he is, an NFL player. And then he comes down the depth chart and he's 4 still, right? And a lot of people were upset about that. And it was another chance for him to prove he should be higher. So you kind of hate that for Shadur.
Yeah, I definitely do. And look, the Cleveland Browns quarterback issue, it's going to continue to go on. They've got, 6 guys now on the roster up there at quarterback. They signed Snoop Huntley earlier on this week, so that's something that we'll obviously be keeping track of throughout this preseason and wondering who the heck is going to take snaps for them throughout the year.
And don't forget, stay tuned for the Ticketmaster halftime show with our very own Grant McCauley. It's all brought to you by Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, I'm pleased to have Grant McCauley join the team. He and I will both be on the post-game show as well, immediately following the game here with the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The video boards are going in here in the Mercedes-Benz Club. You can start to see some of the guys warming up. Looks like Leonard Floyd there on the Jumbotron on the Halo board. And so a lot of these guys starting to get ready to rock tonight, and the atmosphere seems pretty good so far. All right, when we come back, special guest Warren Parr, the VP of Ticket Sales, will join Wes and Dave up in the booth. We're back after this in the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you, too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Rockland Homes is the official builder of the Atlanta Falcons. For a limited time, Rockland Homes is offering up to $10,000 at buyer's incentives and a fixed interest rate of 4.99% on luxury townhomes throughout our metro Atlanta communities. Again, this is a limited time offer, so don't hesitate to visit one of our beautiful Rockland Homes communities for more details. Where the most important home we'll build is yours. For more information, visit rocklandhomes.com. Rates based on a 5.91 APR.
Atlanta Falcons fans, we're here. Nothing but cakes in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You can find us at Molly B's in the frictionless ATL Market and our 2 brick-and-mortar locations in the Mercedes-Benz Club or the Delta Club. We have our delicious handcrafted buntlets here and ready to serve you on game day in chocolate chip, classic vanilla, and red velvet. Get 1, get 2, get all 3. But hurry, we sell out fast. You can also find us in bakery or online at nothingbutcakes.com. Our bun cakes in all sizes are perfect for your next birthday, anniversary, or special occasion. See you soon, and thanks a bunch.
Football season is here and the fall months are approaching, but it's still warm. That means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home, business, and tailgate pest-free. Atlanta-based Arrow is trusted to keep Mercedes-Benz Stadium a pest-free zone and is the official pest control provider of the Atlanta Falcons. So rest assured that with Arrow Pest and Termite Control, you're getting the best from the best. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Rise up, Falcons fans! As an official bank of the Atlanta Falcons, Wells Fargo is inviting you to customize your eligible debit card with the Falcons logo and show your team pride with every purchase. Because they're not just the Falcons, they're your Falcons. To get started, go to wellsfargo.com/Falcons. Copyright 2025. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Hey man, it's Dukes and Bell. You're listening to Falcons and Titans. We're going to talk about all the things coming up on Monday at 2 o'clock. Make sure you tune in right here on Sports Radio 92.9.
We're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium tonight, preseason game number 2 for the Falcons. Our kickoff preview is brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. West Durham, Dave Archer, pleased to be joined by Vice President of Ticketing and Service, Warren Parr, who's come up here to spend a few minutes with us because he's got new toys in this building, Arch, among other things.
Yes, he does.
Warren, first of all, great to see you. This thing we talked about a year ago, this club, this thing that looks like a little bit of an aircraft carrier when you stand in the middle of the stadium and look up there, is a phenomenal. I mean, we talked about it here a year ago, maybe 9 months ago? Right. Yep. And now all of a sudden it's there. What an unbelievable addition this club is, huh?
It is. It's our all-new Sports Illustrated Lounge.
Lounge, I'm sorry. Lounge, Arch.
Yeah, it's a club lounge.
We're expecting you to do 30 minutes of stand-up after the game, so it's going to be fun.
The all-new 6,000-square-foot club that we've constructed in the west end zone of the stadium.
Yeah.
We actually had to remove 600 of the seats that were there, and then we transformed 700 of the existing upper-level seats into padded club seats that have adjacent access right into that club. It's an all-inclusive space, all-inclusive grab-and-go concessions, snacks. They got ice cream up there if you got kids. And then we got 2 full-service bars on each side for alcohol purchases. But it has come out, I mean, it's exceeded our expectation in terms of the feel, the vibe, and just the view. The view is something that you have to be there to really experience it.
All right, 2 things. One, you were talking to us last fall when you visited with us later in the regular season about there was a price point that came back to you in some of the customer surveys you've done of season ticket members and things like that. So that price point obviously successful. You've addressed that. Second part is, and I was asked this question this week by somebody who was at the game last Friday. When Syracuse and Tennessee and South Carolina, Virginia Tech play and Georgia Tech, Georgia play here, is that going to be an option?
That will be an option, correct. Wow. It'll be up to the promoter on how they want to sell it, whether they want to just market it, like a single game ticket, or if they want to, provide it to a booster or something like that, or an alumni club, but it's up to that promoter. But, for us, for Falcons, we sell it as a season ticket. We'll sell it as a group ticket option this year.
It's amazing.
To your point, the price point of this club is about half of what one of our typical other lower level clubs would be. And so that was kind of the intent, was to create kind of an entry level club product, that had some of that, the amenities and the experience that some of those other areas have. And that club up there is the largest club in the stadium that actually is in the bowl, right? So you can still feel like you're a part of the action, even when you're in that club space.
Warren, you and I have had a chance to do this a number of times to talk about what's going on, and you and your team and your thoughts and your feelings of the voice of the fan, and you guys do such a good job of absorbing comments and things from fans, good and bad, as to what's going on
Talk us through some of the premium opportunities, some of the cool opportunities from a travel standpoint that the fans going to be able to experience here with this team.
Sure. We pride ourselves on having the best benefits in the NFL for our season ticket members. We provide all of our season ticket members with the option to select complimentary gear that's exclusive to them. I was actually in a meeting this morning. We're in the design phase of designing next year's gear, so that process takes a long time. Our free road game tickets for our premium members is something that we're one of, if not the only teams in the league that do something like that. Last year we had 700 season ticket members that we bought tickets for to go to Las Vegas. This year, a typical road game will have 200 to 300. So, it's little things like that where we want to be a little bit unique in terms of what we're providing. We don't want to be cookie cutter. Every team and every franchise does the typical discount on merch and things like that. We wanted to think outside the box, and it's worked well. And this past year, our season ticket members rated us number 2 in customer service, and so it's a testament. We really leaned into the resources that we add to our service team. We've built that group out. And it's not just emails and text messages and things. We want to get on the phone, right? We want that human connection with our season ticket members, and it's paying off for us.
I know we were talking about it during the break. Dave was talking to Bo and Mike about some of the menu items we're seeing here tonight in the building. Some of this stuff is amazing. I mean, Arch was having the wings. I think I had a sandwich. There was some other pork tonight, things like that. The menu food items club members are going to have this year is phenomenal, right?
Correct, yeah. We Chef Matt and the team with Levy do a phenomenal job with just mixing things up, right? And it's something where, and we talked about it, every time I get an invite to test out food, I'm not going to pass it up.
Yeah.
But they do a great job of testing new menu items out, switching things up, because even though our fans haven't been here in what 8-9 months.
Yeah.
We still want to provide them something new and different than what they would have experienced last year.
That's awesome.
You talked about the season ticket members voting you number 2 in the Voice of the Fan surveys, and that the premium side of things with the suites, the terraces, the lofts. Talk about the excitement around the team. If there's somebody out there that's maybe on the fence, they're thinking, hey, sure, I want to go. There's a tremendous amount of excitement because you're sold out in the lofts and the terraces, the Gallaghers, the Molly B's. Right. I mean, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the premium options in this building have really been popular. And it's not just popular with the corporate community, it's popular with the consumer community as well. And we've really leaned into kind of the all-inclusive spaces. And, it's great to send clients or send friends or family to an event, and they don't have to take their wallet out for anything.
Right.
So all things like that are very popular. And we just want to differentiate, our products, right? We have some on-field type products. Obviously, the 300 level club is, we took an area of the stadium that was, that's historically an undesirable place to be for a football game, and we made it cool and we made it fun. And so we just want to mix it up, a little something for everyone. And I think, we're seeing that pay off. The old days of having a stadium and just building it with as many seats as possible, like that is in the past, right? I think we would rather find opportunities like we did with our Sports Illustrated lounge, and let's turn some of these areas into more of an experience versus just a seat for a football game.
Can we announce where what the games are that you can go on, some of the fan trips? Which games are we pointing at? Because you had the Vegas trip. Tampa's usually a really cool one to be a part of.
On any trip. So our premium season ticket members can request access to any road game that we have. Even our game in Berlin this year, if they want to go to that game, we'll pay for their tickets for them.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's amazing.
By the way, I've tried the Freddie Falcon Burger and the Dirty Bird Wings, which is some part of the new cuisine.
You got double thumbs up, right?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Yeah, I just want to let you know. So come to the stadium. They got a lot of cool stuff down here. Come on.
We do.
Thanks as always, man. Great to see you.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Warren.
Warren Parr, Vice President, Tickets and Service for the Falcons, joining us. Stay tuned. Countdown to kickoff underway. That's our kickoff preview brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. We'll continue with more after this.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Hi there! I'm a four-leaf clover. You know, the lucky thing you used to look for. But now, with Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery, nobody wants me anymore.
There's a reason nobody picks you, dude. It's because I'm luckier.
Whatever, horseshoe. Shouldn't you be clomping down the street or something?
Shouldn't you be covered in weed spray?
This is my radio commercial.
For things not as lucky as
They're all the luck you
horseshoe.
need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
Scana Energy is a proud partner. Yes, touchdown! Let's go Falcons! We're big Falcons fans, and as the official natural gas partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Scana Energy is part of all the action. So let's get fired up for our home team as we cheer them on to victory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/Falcons and use promo code Falcons for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Youngwei Koo, kicker for the Atlanta Falcons. We all love burgers and we all love football, so why not bring the two together to enjoy the best burgers in Atlanta? WMB Factory features certified Angus beef burgers that will take your game day experience to the next level. With over 60 locations in Atlanta and soon to be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, head to your closest location to try my custom Koo's Kicking Bourbon Burger today. Find your location at WMBFactory.com or download our app. WMB Factory, the official burger of the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
Hey, it's Chris Thomas Turtle. Coming up on Monday, we'll break down Falcons and Titans, everything you need to know. 6 to 10 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
It's The Conversation with Coach Morris.
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. On the countdown to kickoff.
Here's Dave Archer with Coach Morris.
On the Falcons Radio Network.
Now with our defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, here on Countdown to Kickoff. And you just got through with a couple of practices with Tennessee. What did you hope to see during that period of time that maybe might have been different than what you saw early on in camp?
I think the greatest value to these joint practices is seeing a whole different type of scheme and get attacked a different way. So for us, it was the pin pull, the perimeter run, all the stuff that the Callahan family, going back to his father, have made their mark in this league with. We got to see it all. So it was tremendously powerful, in that way. Plus, from the passing game perspective, got to see some different stuff. Got to go against different guys. Calvin Ridley, especially, was a guy that I was looking forward to see our guys held up, and they did a great job. It was, we talk about our style here, and that's got to be the first thing that shines through because we have full control of our style. Our heart, mind, fist. Heart is our strain. We control that. Mind is our execution, and fist is our violence and our physicality. And those three things, they showed up better. Like I felt like the strain has been good. I felt like the physicality has been good. I felt like the execution has been not where it needs to be yet to be that championship level defense that we strive to be. So got to keep making strides in that way. But I was happy with the way they came out and they approached the last couple days here.
Another thing that stuck out, Brick, about that we saw in the preseason game, and then it carried over into these practices, was your ability to take the football away on the defensive side. Had a number of takeaways in team practice, whether it was 7-on-7 or team, and that carried over in the game as well last Friday. I know that's a big part of what you want to do.
Absolutely. We start every single meeting with it. It's the ball, and the way we attack it is it's very specific. It's not just random shots. It's not just hoping and praying we get the ball. It's educated shots. It's defining it, peanut punches and trail punches and rabbit punches and tips and overdose and all the things that we talk about and preach on a daily basis. The players have absolutely embraced, and when you have that, when you emphasize it, and then the players embrace it, like something special can happen.
There's a lot of conversation about individual players, but I know you're about a team concept and how you want to attack. Tell me about your front seven and how they're grasping what you want to do from a group standpoint to get after not only the passer but the run game.
Yeah, like we're going to be versatile in the front as far as the looks we're going to give teams, 5 down, 4 down, different spacing, and we're going to challenge people's run game. We're going to challenge people's protections in that way. So it's going to be fun. But before we ever get to that scheme, before we get to the versatility, we got to change the mentality here, you know. And it's not that our way is better than anybody else's. It's just something that I really believe in. And this attack mindset, this attack style, it is breaking habits that have been taught since Pop Warner. You know, like we've all heard outside arm and leg free. We've all said like that's how you set an edge. Where I'm teaching the exact opposite. Like I could care less about outside and arm leg free. We're talking about getting on our track, getting vertical, knocking people back, and whoever's on that track is going to get it. You know, and when you're instilling that type of mindset, like the scheme has to be very light. You know, so that's what it's been. It's been very vanilla, and then that's been intentionally redundant this entire camp and spring and training camp, and we won't get into the versatility until we master the mindset. So we're getting closer to that.
How do you balance a lot of people, the fans will think preseason games. You guys get such great work out here on 11 on 11. How do you balance whether guys playing preseason games or are you getting enough out of the 11 on 11?
Yeah, that's Ra's decision, you know, and I'll support anything that you know he believes in because he puts a lot of thought into this, and he's got a deep love for these players and their safety, and you know, so many things go into that. You know, I think just to make the blanket statement of starters got to play to start fast in the season, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's certain guys that do need to play to get greased up and get ready to rock and roll. I think there's other guys that don't, you know, and I think the great coaches in this league, they know the balance between those two things, and because as we all know, like we want to refine our game, we want to improve on a daily basis, but at the same time, like we want to be fully loaded when the season starts. You know, it would be a shame to lose somebody in a game that we could have prevented a potential injury. So it's that balance act, you know, as it always is.
Well, I know it's about a team concept, but the fan will want to know about your young guys, and you feel like where is the development for those guys as you start to get ready for Tampa here in a few weeks?
Yeah, I say this: the mindset of both has been off the charts. It's as good as I could have expected, anticipated. Both guys come out here and attack the day, attack meetings, attack walkthroughs, attack practice, and they are like sponges. You know, there's zero resistance as far as technique is concerned, effort, style of play, all the things that we emphasize and we preach here. They've dived all the way in, and it's fun to see just incremental gains, incremental improvements as we've gone here because of that mindset, because of their daily approach. You know, I don't want to make any comments or I don't want to make any projections as far as the way that they're going to play, but it's been fun to see them progress on a daily basis.
I've been watching you, man. You look like one of those modern day linebackers now, trimmed down to about 235. You could go get it?
No.
Thanks, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's The Conversation with Coach Morris.
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. More of the countdown to kickoff is coming up on the Falcons Radio Network.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken. Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone?
But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
You think a sore shoulder is going to stop me from soaring past defenders? You think a torn ACL can tear me down? Think again. Grit doesn't stop at the gridiron because girls are unstoppable. We've fought to get girls flag football in over 250 Georgia high schools. You better believe we're going to fight to get back out there. That's why I trust Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. As Georgia's team sports injury experts, they understand my unique needs and my drive to get back in the game. Get the right team behind you. Go to choa.org/teams to learn more.
Let's raise a glass of Jack.
to toast the Atlanta Falcons. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey and the new Jack Daniel's Blackberry are perfect for your home Falcons watch party. Head to your local retailer and make sure Jack is in your Falcons game day plan. Please drink responsibly. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof, distilled and bottled by Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Atlanta Falcons fans, we're here. Nothing bun cakes in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You can find us at Molly B's, in the frictionless ATL Market, and our 2 brick-and-mortar locations in the Mercedes-Benz Club or the Delta Club. We have our delicious handcrafted buntlets here and ready to serve you on game day in chocolate chip, classic vanilla, and red velvet. Get 1, get 2, get all 3. But hurry, we sell out fast. You can also find us in bakery or online at nothingbuncakes.com. Our bun cakes in all sizes are perfect for your next birthday, anniversary, or special occasion. See you soon, and thanks a bunch.
Atlanta Falcons fans, it's time to hit the road in style this season. Introducing Falcons Takeovers, the ultimate fan experience for die-hard dirty birds. Everything is taken care of. Flights, hotels, game ticket, and an epic all-inclusive tailgate party. Meet Falcons legends, explore new cities, and party with Falcons fans on a trip you'll never forget. First class, hassle-free. Book now at AtlantaFalcons.com/takeovers. Fly, Falcons, fly, Atlanta. Wake up, Falcons fans, it's game day. Time to rally. You've got jerseys to throw on, group chats to answer, and tailgates to hit. Swing by Racetrack for your game day grab and go. Hot breakfast sandwiches, roller grill classics, endless sweet treats, refreshing drinks, and pizza made in store that always hits. Fast, fresh, and right on the way. Racetrack has everything you need to keep your game day rolling. Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, Andy Bunker here from the Midday Show with Andy and Randy. You're listening to the Falcons and the Tennessee Titans right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Coming up Monday at 11 a.m., we'll break it all down on the Midday Show with Andy and Randy.
At this point, per New York, this game is suspended.
I think that the teams got together, decided they were going to do this, and the league has been paying attention. They said, well, hey, let's just end the game.
Detroit 17, Atlanta 10.
After an injury-shortened preseason game 1, our Falcons have a better picture of what's to come this season. Although there was no victory, there were some bright spots.
And here's Hooker, the ball is out. Hooker trying to pick it up, fumbled it away, and Atlanta has come up with it.
Now, our Falcons have a chance to study the tape and get back to work as they get ready for tonight's preseason game 2. Our Falcons know there is no guarantee for any player. To a man, every Falcon must fight to earn their spot on this year's roster. And tonight is another chance for the newest players to shine and earn their way onto the list of 53 that will battle throughout the season with one goal in mind, a run at the championship. Tonight, it's preseason game 2, Falcons Titans on the Falcons Radio Network.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score fully verified Atlanta Falcons tickets. And even if your plans get broken up, or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Falcons.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
Hey, Drew Johnson Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Coming up, it's Falcons-Titans. Will the game be as feisty as the week of practice was at Flowery Branch? Dukes and Bill will have you covered talking about it Monday, 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Back downtown on a Friday night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium with Dave Archer, West Durham. Welcome back to Falcons and Titans tonight. Preseason game number 2 for both clubs. Both teams on the lower end of the score last week. Titans fell in Tampa to the Buccaneers. They've been on the road, by the way, like they're a vaudeville act. 9 days, I think it is, for Brian Callahan's team. But anyway, they lost 29-7 to the Buccaneers, came right to Atlanta for the joint practices, and of course the Falcons in the suspended game fell 17-10. We started this segment last week. I wanted 3 guys this was a big game for. You gave me it was really good to do, and I want to repeat that tonight, but have the names changed for you tonight.
Well, I might go with position groups tonight as opposed to 3 guys.
Fine with me.
I would probably lean towards 2 places in the secondary: corner,
right,
and nickel.
Okay.
You've got to figure out who your nickel's going to be. And let me tell you something. It's not out of the realm of possibility that that's a shared position when we get to week 1. Okay, but right now you're looking at nickel because Clark Phillips is out of the mix right now because he's banged up. He's also out of the corner conversation as well.
Right.
You're talking about Billy Bowman and you're talking about D Ford, who everybody knows about. And don't forget about Mike Ford now. He's a guy that plays all the spots in the secondary, also plays is a demon on special teams, so you can bet he's got a place near and dear to Marquise Williams' heart. So corner and nickel to me was spot. So I'm going to let you pick one of these and I'll pick one of them.
Okay.
But offensive line depth. So when you get concerned, okay, the second offensive line, we ran for, 25 yards last week or 22 yards last week? Nothing. And, okay, you got to be able to run the football. So, but you're not talking about all those guys making the squad or all those guys playing together. So now you're talking about the center. You're talking about probably Kyle Hinton as your swing guard. You're probably talking about Storm Norton, who's banged up as the swing tackle. Is there another tackle that potentially falls into that category?
Jack Nelson is a tackle, but played all 3 positions, center guard tackle at Wisconsin.
And struggled last week.
And Brandon Parker is an interesting case study.
Struggled last week.
Correct.
Both those guys had a tough time.
Yeah.
So, okay, and so the other piece of it is you can talk about linebacker if you want to. I'm going to lean towards a group I think is pretty strong with Darnell Mooney healthy. It's the wide receiver core.
Okay.
Who are you keeping around? Because I can probably name 5 or 6 guys right now that are already going to be on the team as a wide receiver.
Mooney, Hodge, London, Jamal Agnew, Ray McLeod are on the team.
Casey Washington's on the team too.
Okay, that's 6.
Did you name Kadero Hodge?
I did say Kadero Hodge.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, Mooney, Hodge, London, Agnew, McLeod, Casey Washington. That's 6 guys. That's done.
Yeah, well,
so to speak.
Yeah. So, and this is where the game comes in, and you start playing the game and stuff, is where you begin to think about, okay, who can I get through on practice roster and those kind of things. That'll be interesting as well. Linebackers, very interesting. You've got D'Angelo Malone played some inside linebacker last week. He's a demon on special teams as well.
Correct.
In fact, I think led us in special teams tackles a year ago. He also can play the edge, so he can play multiple spots, much like Mike Ford can. J.D. Bertrand's back.
Caleb
He should be able to play.
Caleb
Johnson's outstanding. Josh Woods is an outstanding special teams player, and he led the team in tackles last week. Very interesting competition there.
Jeez. I asked for 3, and I got a Pythagorean theory I got to work through the rest of the night. It's Dave's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. This is the 8th preseason meeting between the Falcons and the Titans. It does not include when this organization was in Houston, wearing the Love You Blue for Bum Phillips, and Dan Pastorini was quarterbacking, and 00 Kenny Burrow was on the team.
They had a guy named Tyler Rose that ran the ball for him.
Yes, they did, yes. That is not this crowd tonight. It is their heritage, however. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification quickly here before we get to our next timeout on the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
Falcons games on the game.
This is WZGC Atlanta and WZGC HD1.
Sports Radio 92.9, The Game.
All right, sit tight. Falcons and Titans coming up from downtown after this local message on the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You think a sore shoulder is going to stop me from soaring past defenders? You think a torn ACL can tear me down? Think again. Grit doesn't stop at the gridiron because girls are unstoppable. We fought to get girls flag football in over 250 Georgia high schools. You better believe we're going to fight to get back out there. That's why I trust Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. As Georgia's teen sports injury experts, they understand my unique needs and my drive to get back in the game. Get the right team behind you. Go to choa.org/teens to learn more.
You don't plan on getting hurt at work, but when it happens, it hits hard. It's like a crushing tackle a quarterback never saw coming. Bills start piling up, and sometimes your employer acts like you don't even exist. That's when you need the strong arm. John Foy & Associates. Hey everybody, Dave Archer here. John Foy & Associates knows the system. They know how to fight. They get results for folks right here in Georgia. Don't let the system steamroll you. Get the strong arm on your side. If you're hurt on the job, call John Foy & Associates.
Rockland Homes is the official builder of the Atlanta Falcons. For a limited time, Rockland Homes is offering up to $10,000 at buyer's incentives and a fixed interest rate of 4.99% on luxury townhomes throughout our metro Atlanta communities. Again, this is a limited time offer, so don't hesitate to visit one of our beautiful Rockland Homes communities for more details. Where the most important home we'll build is yours. For more information, visit rocklandhomes.com. Rates based on a 5.91 APR. Ready to try one of the top-rated fan favorites in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium? The famous Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, located at Section 107, is ready to bring you a taste of Philly. Come grab one of their famous cheesesteaks and then cheer on your home team. Can't make it to the game? You can always enjoy Big Dave's at home by ordering online for delivery at BigDavesWay.com or visit their location in Forest Park, Lawrenceville, and the new flagship location on Marietta Street. Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, a taste of Philly.
Hey, it's Allie Mack from The Morning Shift. You're listening to Falcons at Titans, and we'll break it down Monday morning, 6 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, time for the coin toss tonight, brought to you by Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank is a member, FDIC. And the captains for both clubs going to midfield and exchanging handshakes and hugs, and we get ready for tonight's coin toss. And the white hat has a sign by Park Avenue in New York City, old number 122. Our our friend Brad Allen tonight.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to preseason week 2. Tonight's coin looks like this. There's tails and there's heads. I need your option, heads or tails? Tails. The call is tails. And it is heads. You won the toss. Take the ball. You're going to receive. In which direction will you kick? This way. All right, turn around. Atlanta's won and will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
As well orchestrated a coin toss as you'll ever hear right there by Brad Allen.
That's exactly right. That's why he's one of the best, right?
Well done, Brad.
By the way, special shout out on our crew tonight, officiating crew. Marcus Woods is the umpire tonight.
Okay.
Marcus is an Atlanta native and has been a college official for many, many years. In fact, 2 years ago, he was the referee in Michael Penix's last college game.
Wow.
The national championship game. And in the offseason, Marcus Woods was promoted from the Atlantic Coast Conference into the National Football League as an umpire.
He's right there in the mix, isn't he?
Yep, so Marcus is on this crew tonight. He'll be with Brad Allen all year long in the NFL.
Oh, congratulations.
Yep,
that's pretty cool.
Local product from Atlanta.
By the way, he's not allowed to be any part of the officiating crew in week 2 in Minnesota.
That's right. He's not. Thank you. So Marcus Woods, congratulations on the appointment to the National Football League.
That's really cool.
Yep. So the Titans are wearing their navy blue helmets, all white jerseys and white pants. They've got blue numbers and some gray trim, if you will. Falcons are in their home black hats and black jerseys and white pants. Jesse Matthews and Natron Brooks deep. Brooks had 2 returns last week for 19.5. Matthews had 1 for 22. Falcons are going to work east to west here in the opening quarter of play here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And the dynamic kickoff ready to greet us. The veteran Joey Sly now playing for his 6th team in his 7th year out of Virginia Tech. He 95 career games. Last 2 years, 44 of 57 is Sly, kicking the football for field goals. One step, he will dribble it downfield. It is fielded by Brooks inside the 2. Natron 15, works the left side 20, and turned over right around the Atlanta 23-yard line. And doing the tackling was Mason Kinsey, who was an interesting story tonight. He is a Berry College alum from Habersham Central here in Georgia.
Nice.
So 7 seconds in, here comes Easton Stick in Atlanta to run the offense here in this opening possession.
Need to run the football a little better. We talked a little bit about it off the top. Wes, let's see if this offensive line can come off the ball and run it a little better than they did last week.
Running back is Nathan Carter. Pistol set for Easton Stick. 2 tight ends. They're going to hand the ball to Carter. Hits the cutback across the 25 to the 27. Goes Carter. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play to get Atlanta started. 2nd down and 7 coming up. They talked about running the football. Remember, Atlanta was 10th in the NFL last year at 130.5 yards a game. The Titans were 26th defending the run. Stopping Atlanta tonight is also a premium for second-year head coach Brian Callahan. There's a play fake. Here's a bootleg by Stick. Back to the right. Going to slip it here to the near side. Catch is made, and that is David Sills, the 5th, who will skip across the 35 and have a first down for Atlanta.
I think he actually caught Tennessee a little bit here, Wes, with a quick snap. And Atlanta exploded out of the formation. Sills was coming from left to right underneath the formation and slipped into the right flat as Stick booted that way. And he was able to outflank the defender, and he got him the football on the move and got just short of the first down.
Yeah, I thought he had cleared the 35. Instead, they spot it at the 34, and Easton Stick just going to surge forward. And he will have the first down on the quarterback sneak. We're going to keep an eye on Atlanta's offensive line tonight, too, because that's an evolving process. The Falcons have Jovan Gwynn at center. As Stick picked up the first down.
Looks like Josh Gray has opened up Wes at left guard tonight.
Yep.
Hitting it right guard.
Here's the pistol set. In motion goes the tight end, Felipe Franks. Stick on a quick throw to the perimeter. And this is Drummond. Dylan Drummond, tackled by Cody Barton, who came over in the offseason from Denver. He started 43 games out of it, 95 in his career, Arch.
Just a quick screen to the left side, quick throw out to the flat. Just got two guys out there out in front blocking. Really pretty good job by Felipe Franks, who's playing tight end with this first unit that's on the field. Did a good job of clearing some space.
Sills will go to the far side. Tight end there is Franks. Two receivers here to the near side. Stick, hand off, Carter again, and can't go anywhere. James Lynch makes the tackle. And boy, Atlanta had a really hard time getting anybody blocked there. So Carter goes nowhere. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Just tried a little delay handoff or draw play and had a stalemate at that right guard position. Hinton didn't get any movement.
Nope. Bunch look to the left. Here comes Sills in motion to the near side where Franks is, out wide. Atlanta trying to pick up the 3rd down. Here's the throw. Sills the catch. He will toe the line at the 45. And is that going to be enough for the 1st down? It is.
Good job by Sills at the top of this route now when he catches the football. Well thrown ball on the out route to Sills to the right side by Stick.
Yep.
Drives the ball out there, Sills, and he's going to extend the football before he goes out of bounds. And I think that's how he got the 1st down, Wes. I don't think he had it where his body was, but he extended the football out, and he's going to get credit for the 1st down.
Well, if you've been to Flowery Branch to watch any training camp, you know David Sills is capable, right?
Boy, he had an incredible career at West Virginia when he returned after going to a junior college.
1st and 10 at the Atlanta 45, opening drive of the game. Falcons trying to find some running room. Carter fights for 2 to the 47 behind the right side of Atlanta's offensive line. Jack Nelson starting out there tonight at right tackle. The 300-pound rookie from Wisconsin, 7th round.
You almost feel like Sills is just kind of, for some reason, burst on the scene. He's a guy who's been around for a little while.
He's played,
but he was
16 career games.
Yeah, he was a Biletnikoff semifinalist.
Yep.
His junior year, was a finalist his senior. This guy caught 35 touchdown passes as a Mountaineer.
Jay Sean Corbin's come in the pistol now with Easton Stick, 2nd and 8. Ball at the Atlanta 47. No score. We played 4.5 minutes here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Stick with pressure. Coming around, he'll be sacked. They get him on the ground. It's the former Tar Heel linebacker, Cedric Gray, who makes the sack of Easton Stick back at the Atlanta 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
You've heard the adage, you'd either give me the nail or the hammer, and in this situation, Corbin, our running back, was the nail because he got driven right back into Stick. Good play by Gray there, the middle backer.
Cedric Gray, who played 7 games last year in his rookie season after being a 4th-round pick of the Titans in 24. 3rd and 15. On the perimeter they go again, and not much there. The tackle on the wide receiver, Nick Nash, by Arden Key, who's got a homecoming of sorts. He's from Hapeville, 8th year out of LSU.
Yeah, veteran defensive end playing in the game here in his first drive. Does an outstanding job of sensing quick screen to the outside. They're trying to set up a tunnel screen, get some offensive linemen out in front, and Arden Key was having none of it.
James Brochet, who had a punt return for just a yard last week, is deep to wait on the punt of Bradley Pinion. 9:12 to play first quarter. No score in Atlanta, punting toward the Titans. And Pinion hangs this high. Brochet going to let it hit, and it checks up beautifully. Inside the 5, and it'll be downed at the 6.
That's Scotty Scheffler? What a wedge shot.
Pretty close. Terrific job by Pinion. Xavier Watts was downfield on special teams, the rookie from Notre Dame. Cam Ward is next. Falcons and Titans are scoreless. Now this local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
Rockland Homes is the official builder of the Atlanta Falcons. For a limited time, Rockland Homes is offering up to $10,000 at buyer's incentives and a fixed interest rate of 4.99% on luxury townhomes throughout our metro Atlanta communities. Again, this is a limited time offer, so don't hesitate to visit one of our beautiful Rockland Homes communities for more details. Where the most important home we'll build is yours. For more information, visit rocklandhomes.com. Rates based on a 5.91 APR.
The Atlanta Falcons are supported by this week's associate partners, 19th Street Dental, Atlanta's home for comprehensive implant and cosmetic dentistry. That's where beautiful smiles come to life. Beacon Security Systems. For over 30 years, Beacon Security has provided top-notch commercial and residential security, fire services, low-voltage solutions, and more. Your one-stop shop for protection. Hair restoration specialists for proven hair restoration solutions with over 45 years of expert hair restoration for men and women.
You think a sore shoulder is going to stop me from soaring past defenders? You think a torn ACL can tear me down? Think again. Grit doesn't stop at the gridiron because girls are unstoppable. We fought to get girls flag football in over 250 Georgia high schools. You better believe we're going to fight to get back out there. That's why I trust Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
As Georgia's teen sports injury experts, they understand my unique needs and my drive to get back in the game. Get the right team behind you. Go to choa.org/teams to learn more.
Hi, this is Youngwei Koo, kicker for the Atlanta Falcons. We all love burgers and we all love football, so why not bring the two together to enjoy the best burgers in Atlanta? WMB Factory features certified Angus beef burgers that will take your game day experience to the next level. With over 60 locations in Atlanta and soon to be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, head to your closest location to try my custom Koo's Kicking Bourbon Burger today. Find your location at WMBFactory.com or download our app. WMB Factory, the official burger of the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, this is Randy McMichael, and you're listening to Falcons Titans. And join us on Monday starting at 11 to break it all down for you on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Well, the first pick in the draft last April, Cam Ward, and the Titans inside their own 10 at the 6. Scoreless here with 6 minutes gone. First quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in this second preseason game for both clubs. Corey Levin from Decula is the center for Cam Ward. In motion goes Alec Manor out of Stanford, and here is Julius Chestnut firing to about the 10-yard line before Jordan Fuller makes the tackle. It'll be a gain of 4. Opening quarter is brought to you by Kia, movement that inspires.
3 carries, 18 yards for Chestnut last week against Tampa Bay. Fuller comes down and makes a play from the safety spot. You're wondering who starts for Atlanta out on the edge. It's James Pierce Jr. and it's Arnold Ebiketie on the edge.
Van Jefferson, a former Falcon, to the right side. Io Manor, DK, and a tight end here to the left. Ward wants to throw. Pressure coming. Cam to his right, back across the middle. That's Alec Manor out of Medicine Hat in Alberta up the far sideline and out of bounds at the 45 of Tennessee. It's a 35-yard throw before Xavier Watts makes the stop.
Well, it's a good job by Cam Ward to get outside. You got James Pierce Jr. knifing down to the inside, and Ward was able to float out to the left side or to the right side and had a receiver streaking through the zone defense wide open.
Io Manor was the best football player on a bad team a year ago at Stanford. A terrific wide receiver. Played just 3 years on the farm. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They're going to hand the ball inside, and this is Khalil Mullings, I think. And it is Mullings who's tackled by Watts across midfield after a gain of almost 8 on the play. Mullings, rookie from Michigan, 6th-round pick. Originally a linebacker in Ann Arbor.
Cincinnati Atlanta did, I thought, pretty well last week against Detroit in their group that they put on the field against the run. Hendon Hooker got out for about a 23-yard run. Other than that, they had about 75 yards rushing in that game last week.
Second down 3, ball at the Falcon 48, 7:12 to play in the first period. Here's Ward, busted play, running back went the wrong way. Ward out the back door to the right, flag thrown. That's a hold on the running back. Ward going to throw to the end zone, and offline out of bounds is Jefferson, making the catch of a rocket off the hand of Cam Ward. Natron Brooks was there in coverage. It's going to be a hold on Khalil Mullins.
Holding. Offense number 28. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, this was a mugging of D. Alford. Who was out on the edge.
Hey, by the way, how big is Soda Springs? Just curious here.
From a population standpoint, you're talking about just under 3,000 people.
Cam Ward is from West Columbia, Texas. Population 3,644.
There you go.
Look at all the big things that come from small towns, kids.
How about that?
Yeah. Soda Springs Slinger, and Cam Ward. Small towns. Back to the 42 of Tennessee after the penalty. 3rd and 13. Chestnut is in the backfield with Ward off his right hip. Tight end 3 receivers on this 2nd and 13 play. 7 minutes to play first period, still no score. Ward on a straight drop. He'll rip it to the right. Jefferson could not hang on. What a good throw. No kidding. What a good throw.
Van Jefferson streaking across the field on an over route. Good protection for Ward here. And Jefferson gets in behind Falcon coverage here. He came from the left side across to the right, got in behind J.D. Bertrand with the linebacker trying to drop in there. And man, Ward put it right on him. It's a guy that played at Incarnate Word, played at Washington State, played at Miami, as we all know. 18,000 passing yards. Are you kidding me?
No.
My goodness.
In 57 starts.
Yeah.
It's not like he started 100 games.
158 touchdown passes.
3rd and 13. Crowd roaring. They'll throw it behind the receiver, DK, and it rolled out of bounds. They're going to call it incomplete. I wasn't so sure they didn't throw it behind it.
Well, he dropped down to the side like Kent to Colby right here to try to fill this one around the corner. Good pressure up the field. Ebiketie made it tough to get it to DK, the wide receiver.
Yep.
And ultimately too wide for him to even make the play. He'd come back too far to get it.
Penalty really sidetracks Tennessee, so they'll have to punt after 5 plays. And D. Alford is back. He was back for 1 punt return last week. And now the veteran Johnny Hecker at 35 years of age drives it away. Tight spiral, back to the 5. Here's Alford going to try and split the front. Keeps his feet at the 10, got to the 12, rolled to the 13, maybe the 14. Tell you what, he didn't have a square foot around him, and he found a way to get almost 9 yards on the return. Timeout on the field, no score. Atlanta's backed up, though. Falcons will be inside their 15. We're still scoreless. 6:39 to go first period. Now this from American Family.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because we know in making the most of your home, DIY doesn't just stand for do it yourself. It also means dream it yourself. And we're here to help protect the dreams you're building. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
Give me those sauces, grab the chicken strips, let's dunk them in there, there's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Team members paid for their testimonials.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
You're listening to the Falcons and the Titans. We'll be talking all NFL and all Falcons. Monday, 9 to 11 on the Steakhouse on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Mercedes-Benz, no score. First quarter here of this second preseason game. The Falcons and Titans are scoreless. Atlanta's going to start from its 14. Don't forget Grant McCauley coming up. Ticketmaster halftime show at the break brought to you by Ticketmaster, official ticket marketplace of the Falcons. Sills and Drummond will go to the far side. Or no, beg your pardon, it's not Sills. It's Nick Nash and Drummond to the far side. Single receiver here to the near side. They're going to toss to Carter running left side. And he got flipped over. maybe got a yard to the 15. Did Nathan Carter. Marcus Harris, originally at Oregon State, went to Idaho, finished up at Cal, made the tackle.
James Williams Sr., the linebacker, second-year guy out of Miami, ran through on the play and really kind of took away whatever Carter was going to try to do.
Throw across the middle on second and long. That'll be a first down to the 25. Catch made in the middle of the field, and that is Nick Nash. Easton Stick now is 5 for 5. Arts in the ballgame.
Nash, 103 catches a year ago for almost 1,400 yards. Blitnikoff finalist out of San Jose State.
Yep.
16 touchdowns for Nick Nash a year ago.
We talked about him last week in the second half. Former quarterback originally at San Jose State. Titans showing pressure here. They're going to hand it on the sweep, and around the corner comes Dylan Drummond. Drummond around the 30-35, and then pulled down by Cedric Gray right in front of the Titans bench at the 36. It's 11 yards on the sweep for Dylan Drummond.
Yeah, just a little bit of a reverse direction here, Wes. Got the rookie linebacker from UCLA fooled a little bit, got him coming up the field, and then Drummond was able to get to the edge and get up the field before he was reeled in by Cedric Gray, the linebacker. But Drummond again showing up. Had a big day last week, 8 grabs last week, and a big play there for first down.
Oluwafemi Oladejo is who Arch was talking about, that rookie from UCLA taken in the second round. And here's a straight-ahead run. Boy, hard running by Nathan Carter again will carry him to the 45. Almost a first down, be second down and short. Carter, who, by the way, came out of East Lansing with almost 800 yards and 4 touchdowns a year ago, has good speed. That time he got hit right in the backfield, and he'll cut loose for a yard. Looked like he got muscled around pretty good by Gabe Judy Lally.
Thought on that previous run, Wes, that Carter had so much room before he was even contacted by a Titan.
Yeah.
Really good job by Jack Nelson. Talked about Nelson struggling a little bit last week. Really good job there of creating a little crease in there for Carter to get in behind, and then Hinton did a pretty good job on that side as well.
Third and a full yard here for Atlanta. Stick in the gun. Tight end in motion is Kalinich. Here's the throw on the perimeter. Carter the catch. Broke away. Falls forward across midfield for the first down. James Williams tried to make the tackle for the Titans, and just great second effort by Nathan Carter for the first.
Yeah, it's really a good job, Wes, because the throw is kind of low and to the inside. He's got the linebacker, Williams, mirroring him as he's trying to get into the flat. And the throw needed to be out in front of him to lead him, but he had to kind of stop to catch it. And at that point, just ran through Williams to get the first down.
Jason Corbin has come in. He's in the barrel of the pistol with Stick here. First and 10 at midfield. No score. 3:18 to play first period at Mercedes-Benz. Here's Drummond in motion again. Going to hand the ball to Corbin left side, and he can't go anywhere. Got tackled. That's Oladejo, the first guy to get there. And then over the top went Williams from one of those linebacking spots. So nothing on the play, second and 10.
Yeah, a little bit overloaded on that side, Wes. Looked like the Titans had more than Atlanta had people to block. Looks like they even had some secondary help in there. Judy Lally looked like he might have been up in the play as well, the safety.
Second year out of Tennessee for Judy Lally. Here's the snap, empty set for Stick, and a throw to the left. It's intercepted. Picked off and going the other way. The Titans are headed to the end zone and a touchdown. Kendall Brooks, first year out of Michigan State, played 5 games last year. On his 4th team, just got a pick 6 off Ethan Stick.
Well, and what happens here, Wes, is just a quick throw, and Easton Stick double clutches it. He's got a guy to the flat and a guy up the sideline, and the flat throw's there right now, but he reloaded it. He pumped it once and then threw it back outside, and at that point in this league, that doesn't work. I don't care how young the player is and what group is on the field. You wait that long, he's an NFL caliber player. He's going to go get it, and he did.
53-yard pick 6 by Kendall Brooks puts Tennessee in front. And the extra point is no good. Sly hooked it. Timeout on the field. 2:29 to go, first period. Tennessee 6, Atlanta nothing. Now a local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have an upcoming event, tournament, ball game, or festival that requires golf carts, transportation, or utility vehicles? How about the need for an extra greens mower or aerator to help maintain your golf or sports turf? Jerry Pate Turf and Irrigation Rental Team has a full line of club car and Toro equipment available to help fulfill your rental needs. With offices conveniently located in Atlanta, Birmingham, Pensacola, and throughout Ohio. For more information, visit jerrypate.com/rentals or call us at 1-800-700-7001 and ask to speak with one of our rental coordinators today.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dylan Matthews here from the Hometown Take. You're listening to Falcons, Titans. Coming up Monday morning, 5 a.m. We'll break it all down right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Playing for his fourth team, Arch gets a pick six off Easton Stick, and the Titans, a defensive marker, go in front 6-0 with 2:29 to go first quarter.
Yeah, just quick, a little hesitation, double clutch the throw, and he wanted to get to the outside, threw it a little bit back to the inside, which opened the door for Brooks to undercut the throw, and at that point, on those short flat routes, that's a goner.
Kick will be to the near side, and I think Matthews caught that. He did, and then a touchback it'll be. But since it was called within the field of play, that'll take it to the
momentum took him back into the end zone, Wes.
So that's what, 35, right?
Yeah, should be the 35.
See how quick this officiating crew sets us up. New rule here on the dynamic kick, by the way.
And the players still don't really have this down yet. They're all huddling around the 30-yard line. No, you're going to get an extra 5 this year, gentlemen. It does not pay to kick in the end zone now. When you think about it, Arch. No, right? No question. That's a lot of ground to cover for a return unit if you could drop it in that landing zone.
Here's Stick. Off the boot again, shoots it to Drummond. He'll fall forward for 5 at the 40. He got brought down by O'Rourke, 6th year out of Penn State. Spent his most productive season of his 6 so far was 2021 in Detroit.
Good job by Stick to pull up. Judy Allen-Lally was blitzing off the slot area, pulled up on the bootleg, and was able to get the ball out for a nice positive first down play.
Second down 5. Dotson was in the ballgame at the running back spot. Here's his first carry of the night, by the way. And he will crack the 40 to nearly the 42. Tackle made by Cedric Gray, which is exactly all he did at Chapel Hill was make tackles. Playing for Mack Brown of Carolina. James Williams, who we mentioned here, playing for Tennessee tonight, was a safety at Miami. At 6'4", 225 pounds, Arch.
Well, and that's kind of what's happening, right? You talk about Divine Diablo, who was a linebacker at Virginia Tech. Atlanta picked up a guy named Malik Verdun out of Iowa State who played safety. That's 6'4", 220 pounds. Trying to convert that modern-day linebacker.
Here's the snap, stick from the pocket, looping it down the field. This is Drummond trying to make the play, cannot. We're going to get a flag here. There was some hand fighting going on with Aurier.
That's got to be offensive pass interference.
Well, Drummond
looked like he was trying to grab the defender.
Yep, I think you're right.
The ball looked like it was batted, or Stick's arm was batted as the ball came out. So the ball was short.
Pass interference. Offense, number 81. The penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
So Atlanta now 3 for 5 on 3rd down.
Yeah, this was just a matter of Drummond trying to keep this ball. He couldn't find the ball because it was deflected or the arm was hit. And I think he was trying to make a play on the ball and kind of got hung up with the defender and then realized, hey, I got to make sure he didn't pick this off.
So it'll be 4th down and 3 at the 42. Liam McCullough, who's played 51 career games for Atlanta, is the long snapper for the Falcons. Bradley Pinion will wait. One step, try to flip this one over, going to the far side, where Jaquan Jackson makes a catch of it. And falls to the turf right around the 10-yard line, maybe the 11. And that's where the Titans will take over. 6-0 Tennessee, under a minute to go. First quarter, timeout now for Mercedes-Benz.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, Drew Johnson Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
Hey man, it's Dukes and Bell. You're listening to Falcons and Titans. We're going to talk about all the things coming up on Monday at 2 o'clock. Make sure you tune in right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Second possession for the Titans starts off the 11. Some sort of orchestral effort on the Halo board here. As here comes Cam Ward again. At the quarterback spot. His first possession was 5 plays. His game status was going to be determined on how well that first possession went, along with a couple of the starters in the offensive line. They hand the ball inside, and my goodness, Chestnut got turned right around.
Well, we got a couple of
Braylon
guys for
Trice
Tennessee.
made the tackle.
You got a couple of the offensive linemen for Tennessee. Talked about being the hammer and the nail. Were nails there. Braylon Trice, who checked in at that outside linebacker edge player, he just crushed one side of the line down on top of Chestnut, the running back. And in fact, that's one of the offensive tackles.
That's Dan Moore Jr.,
one of their starters.
Yep.
They got free agency coming over to try to help protect Cam Ward. He's limping to the sideline right now.
How about this? Only 2 other tackles in the National Football League have played more snaps in the last 4 years than Dan Moore. They can ill afford to lose the left tackle. Last year, that was J.C. Latham. They moved him now to the right side.
Yeah, they tried to fix this offensive line with 2 or 3 free agent pickups, and Moore is one of the big ones.
Yeah, Seidler, the right guard, right?
That's correct.
Kyle Manor in motion. Ward going to get it to him on the run here to the left side. And, boy, Atlanta really rallied to the ball. I tell you what, Billy Bowman deserves a lot of credit because he was the guy that got behind the line and then kind of set up Bertrand and Woods and Malone to make the play on Elick Manor.
Yeah, DK tried to block Billy Bowman. Billy Bowman attacked the thing right away and forced the receiver deeper than he wanted to be on this quick screen to the left flat. And so Billy Bowman forced this into 3rd and long.
Ball at the 13.
The end of the first quarter.
That'll bring us to the end of the quarter. So we'll step aside. They'll switch ends of the field. Titans 6, Falcons nothing. First 15 in the books. Now this from AT&T.
End of the first quarter.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
All the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you'll find storage solutions made to fit your needs. Grab an HDX Tough Tilt to protect your tools. Or keep your sports equipment contained with reinforced snap-fit lids. Or stack up and make better use of your space with bins and totes built to last. Whatever your story, we've got the gear to keep it organized and protected at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
Hey, it's Chris Thomas Turtle. Coming up on Monday, we'll break down Falcons and Titans, everything you need to know. 6 to 10 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
We go to quarter number 2, 6-0 Tennessee leading Atlanta. And the Titans open with the ball 3rd down and 8 at their 13-yard line. Dave, I'd say Atlanta's best defensive possession through the first couple snaps that we've seen in the preseason.
Absolutely.
Bring DK in motion to a slot here at the near side, and now we got a delay of game.
False start. Offense, number 55. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
J.C. Latham, second year out of Alabama. That'll back up the Titans inside the 10 to the 8.
Atlanta with Braylon Trice at one edge. Got Martin Levigaty on the game at one edge, and then Aromo and Dorless, who played a lot here in the first 2 preseason games together in that interior area.
Feels like we've been waiting on Trice for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just he's so happy to be back on the field after being injured in preseason games.
Lloyd the snap from the pocket, middle of the field, threw it incomplete, threw it offline slightly to DK, and Atlanta will get the 3 and out defensively.
Yeah, pretty good combination of coverage down the field and a little bit of pressure from Trice off the edge. He was able to shove the offensive tackle Latham back into Ward a little bit, and Ward really kind of forced that into coverage. Pretty good job on the back end, too. J.D. Bertrand at the linebacker spot getting enough depth to take away that in cut from the slot area.
Johnny Hecker, 10 years with the Rams, 3 years with the Panthers, now with the Tennessee Titans. Drives it high and de-offered at the 40. Flag down as he breaks the 50 over in front of the Atlanta bench. Steps out of bounds around the 48 or 47. We'll see if it stands. It was thrown upfield in Tennessee territory around the 42, 43-yard line. Brad Allen will sort it out for us. It's against Atlanta, I think.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 35. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It's first down.
Natron Brooks be guilty of the hold. So Atlanta will start from its 30. And Easton Stick, 7 for 9. Only 34 yards here in this first half. Does have the interception to Kendall Brooks that was returned for the touchdown. Elijah Dotson, the running back, here on the possession for Atlanta. Second year out of Northern Colorado, and now we got penalties on Atlanta.
False start. Offense, number 68. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Kyle Hinton, the guard. So first down, 15 at the Atlanta 25 after the penalty.
Yeah, yards have not been easy to come by, so giving 5 back, probably not what you're looking for. By the way, Elijah Dotson is a guy that played a little bit with the Chargers last year. A chance to play.
Stick a hand to Dotson, and boy, got knocked down right away, pretty promptly, by James Lynch and James Williams. 54 career games for Lynch out of Baylor, former 4th-round pick of Minnesota in 2020. Loss of 1 on the play, so it'll be second down, 16.
It's not a lot of movement from that Falcon offensive line. Playing Tennessee, much like the Lions were playing on Atlanta's side of the line of scrimmage in the run game.
Yep. In motion goes Josh Simon, the tight end, who we saw briefly last Friday night. Here's Stick off his back foot. He'll overthrow Simon. Incomplete. And Easton Stick is having to keep an eye on the rush and also upfield, Arch.
Well, they're coming with some interior pressure, linebacker blitz. Dotson stepped up to take the linebacker, but he was driven back enough to where it made Stick float out of the pocket. So just not a lot of stoutness in that middle to allow you to feel comfortable as a quarterback that you're going to step into a throw.
Nash in motion from the near side. Another false start penalty on Atlanta. This is on Elijah Wilkinson.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Yeah, Wilkinson's drawn that start at the left tackle position. Of course, Atlanta started last week with Brandon Parker. Gigantic human being, 6'8", 320 pounds at that left tackle spot.
Yeah.
But Wilkerson draws the start this week. He's got quite a bit of experience, some 70 games, plus games in the National Football League over 3 different locations, Denver, Chicago, and Atlanta.
Third down, 21, 6-0 Titans, first minute of the second quarter. Stickman to shoot it across the field, caught going out of bounds by Chris Blair. Terrific catch against Marcus Harris's coverage.
Yeah, it's a big-time catch. And a really good throw by Stick right on the sideline. No, he's out of bounds. Foot came down on the sideline. Really good job of squeezing the football by Blair, but that left foot landed out of bounds, and so incomplete.
Atlanta 3 for 6 on third down. Take away the penalties. The Falcons are going to go 3 and out here. Hunt away toward Crochet. The former SMU Mustang will let it hit. Try to play it on the bounce. He better get away from it. And down the field they go. And it'll be Josh Simon, among others, who's down there as it is touched up. There is a flag back around the 20-yard line. Before we send you to break here, I don't want to...
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 57. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. It's first down. Timeout.
Timeout on the field. 6-0. Titans will have it back. as we've started the second quarter. Looks like Cam Ward's going to come back in the ball game. We'll step aside. Local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Rise up, Falcons fans! As an official bank of the Atlanta Falcons, Wells Fargo is inviting you to customize your eligible debit card with a Falcons logo and show your team pride with every purchase. Because they're not just the Falcons, they're your Falcons. To get started, go to wellsfargo.com/Falcons. Copyright 2025, Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Hey Falcon fans, Dave Archer here. I've talked to a number of folks that have been through serious accidents. And you know what they tell me? At some firms, I felt like just a case number. That's not how it works at Attorney John Foy & Associates. When you're hurt, you need more than just a lawyer. You need someone who treats you like you matter. John and his team listen, they fight, they win. And they treat you with the dignity and respect you deserve. So if life takes a tough turn, make the right call. Call Attorney John Foy & Associates.
Business leaders, Atlanta's largest enterprise and biggest brands are rising up, leveraging artificial intelligence and dominating their digital transformation initiatives with local leader and global digital transformation powerhouse Perficient. Perficient is a proud Falcons partner with a strong Atlanta presence and thousands of strategists, technologists, developers, and AI experts around the world, ready to help you accomplish your business goals. Score a touchdown with your enterprise digital transformation. Rise up in true Falcons fashion and partner with Perficient.
Hey, Andy Bunker here from the Midday Show with Andy and Randy. You're listening to the Falcons and the Tennessee Titans right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Coming up Monday at 11 a.m., we'll break it all down on the Midday Show with
Don't
Andy
forget,
and Randy.
stay tuned. Grant McCauley, Ticketmaster Halftime Show, brought to you by Ticketmaster, official ticket marketplace of the Falcons, coming up at the break. Only one other game on this Friday night in the NFL Preseason calendar. That's at Lumen Field in Seattle tonight for the Chiefs and Seahawks. There is a bucket load of games tomorrow. Yes, there are. I mean, it's like a Sunday in November. Play fake by Ward on first down. Going to throw and tried to get it to Io Manor, who almost hauled it in. Defended by Brooks over there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that Datron Brooks did a good job of leveraging the receiver, read the route, and was right there. So had the ball been on target, he'd had a shot at it.
Yep. Io Manor's 6'2", Brooks is 5'11". Both guys pretty athletic.
Yeah, this ball was way too tall for either one of them to pull in.
Two receivers out to the left side with a tight end. Two more here and an empty set for Cam Ward on the near hash mark. 13:37 to go first half. 6-0 Titans. Ward going to shoot it here to the near side on the right. And that ball is caught. Bryce Oliver, second year out of Youngstown State, who played 10 games last year, is tackled by Jordan Fuller. Short of the first down out at the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
A lot of rotation going on the secondary. Fuller and now Henry Black playing the safety positions. Alford is back in the game at nickel. Billy Bowman out this series. A lot of rotations up front. Morgan Fox has come into the defensive line spot along with LaCale London.
Chestnut, the rookie running back. Gunnar Helm, the rookie tight end from Texas, on the boundary here to the right, or left as we look at it. There's a throw downfield, trying to go to Io Manor, and D. Alford was there in coverage of the Stanford rookie wide receiver. I thought for a moment they tried Gunnar Helm, who's had a terrific camp for Coach Callahan.
Yeah, there's a big box fade here. You got the slot receiver releasing up the field, and he's got all that room outside the numbers to fade to. Really good job by D. Alford. Bumped at the line of scrimmage. He got pushed off a little bit, but stayed right in the hip pocket of the outside receiver and was able to be in position to keep that ball from being caught.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs for the Atlanta defense. So here is Hecker to punt. Dylan Drummond now, Arch. is going to be the punt returner. He stands at the 30. Hecker going to drive this away. It's a little wobbly. Drummond will signal for and make the fair catch at the Falcons. 29. 12:41 to play in the first half. Titans 6, Falcons nothing. Our coverage continues from downtown after this from AT&T.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
Hey Falcon fans, Dave Archer here with a no-brainer. It's Rooms to Go. For years, they've proudly called Atlanta home. And now the Falcons and Rooms to Go are teaming up again to help local families in need with full home makeovers. It's just one more way they're helping everyone love that feeling of being at home. So if you're shopping for new furniture, check out the great styles and low prices at Rooms to Go.
Right now at the Home Depot, you can stack up on storage solutions that fit your needs, like heavy-duty shelving, strong enough to hold up to 2,500 pounds per shelf, so it can handle all your lawn and garden tools, your power tools, or your weight set, if that's what you're into. Because the right storage should work for whatever your day throws it in. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Coming up, it's Falcons Titans. Will the game be as feisty as the week of practice was at Flowery Branch? Dukes and Bill will have you covered talking about it Monday, 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Back in Atlanta, 10-second station identification on the Falcons Radio Network.
Falcons games on the game.
This is WZGC Atlanta and WZGC HD1.
Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
6-0 Tennessee leads Atlanta. Second preseason game for both clubs. Here on a Friday night downtown. Falcons with the ball, 1st and 10 at their 29-yard line. Stick in the pistol, going to hand the ball and breaking free. Carter, Nathan Carter across midfield. Flag got thrown in as he crossed midfield. Falls forward toward the 47 of Tennessee. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense, number 81. 10-yard penalty. First down.
It will negate a 23-yard run by Nathan Carter.
Yeah, Drummond, the outside receiver.
This better be a hold.
Yeah, Drummond reached up and grabbed hold.
Kendall Brooks.
There's no reason to do that. Just get in the way. You just tell receivers, you know what? We're not knocking anybody down. Just get in their way.
So, from where the penalty occurred, so the ball back to the 23, so that'll make it first down and 16.
Well, you got those big guys up front that are working hard trying to create a crease, and they created a nice crease in there for Nathan. And wide receiver gets a call back.
In motion goes Felipe Franks, now back here to the near side. Stick to throw from the gun. Shoots it out in the flat. Carter the catch, trying to get around the edge, and he will dive toward the 27. It'll be a gain of 4. Gabe Judy Lally, we've spoken of him already out of the secondary, played 4 games last year. Dave, he speaks fluent Russian. His mom was born in the Ukraine.
Wow, okay.
Here is stick downfield and over the shoulder. Blair could not haul it in. And Chris Blair had Oruwariye beat.
Yeah, the ball's well thrown here, Wes. I'm not sure why Blair was only able to get one arm up. If he was only able to get one arm up, that tells me it's pass interference here. He grabs his right arm and he can't extend his right arm here. That's pass interference. It's the definition of it.
Raheem Morris doesn't seem exactly thrilled with it. 3rd down and 12 at the 27. 6-0 Tennessee with 11 and a half minutes to go. And now we got a penalty on Jack Nelson.
False start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Not going through the young man's mind now. Jack Nelson, big fella, playing that right tackle spot out of Wisconsin, 7th round draft pick for Atlanta. A lot of promise to him.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of real good feet. Does some good stuff.
The versatility's unmatched when you think about where he played, right? I mean, all the positions.
Yeah, I was talking to Mike Johnson, who does our pregame show for us, postgame show. Very similar to Mike with Alabama.
Here's Stick to his right, trying to hit the receiver, and he threw it away. Great interception. There are flags down here to the near side as Easton Stick has thrown his 2nd interception of the night. If it stands. Might be an eligible man downfield the way the play was breaking free.
Yeah, not sure. Easton obviously did not see the linebacker here, Cedric Gray, because he throws it right to him as if he were the intended receiver. I think that Easton could have taken off with this and maybe gotten close to the 1st down.
A lot of discussion with referee Brad Allen and his crew. They'll spell it out for us.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. An eligible player downfield, offense number 57. Holding, defense number 31. Those penalties offset. We will replay the down. It's 3rd down.
How about that?
Now you got to flush that out of your mind. If you're Easton, come back now and regroup. He had a lot of room to run here, Wes, and decided to go ahead and throw it up the field. And man, he just did not see Gray, the linebacker, because he hit him dead in stride.
Yep. I think Nick Nash was the guy he was looking for, but now he'll put Blair to the right. They'll bring Drummond and Nash here to the near side with Franks. Carter's come back in as the running back. Snap to Stick. Tennessee brings 4. Easton loads, throws. It's caught by Blair, and he is thrown back right around the 34-yard line.
3rd and long, deep zone coverage. Blair runs a really good, nice, deep curl route, but to time it up with the drop and the throw, he can only get about 15 yards deep and then work his way back to the quarterback, which is what he does here in the zone coverage. Good throw by Stick. It's not far enough.
Atlanta hit their first 3 third downs. They've missed their last 4 now. Jaquan Jackson, 2nd year out of Tulane, who averaged 11.3 a year ago at Tulane, or in his career at Tulane, 21-4 on kick returns. And Pinion hammered this back toward the 11. Jackson will try and rack back to the middle of the field. He got pulled down from behind. And a terrific play on special teams by Josh Thompson.
Boy, that's a really nice play by Thompson. He's being double teamed. He's the gunner. Does a great job of fighting off the block and making the play. Nice job by Josh Thompson.
So Atlanta went 3 and out. But Tennessee starts deep in their own territory, leading 6-0 when we continue after this from AT&T.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Hi there! I'm a 4-leaf clover. You know, the lucky thing you used to look for. But now, with Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery, nobody wants me anymore.
There's a reason nobody picks you, dude. It's because I'm luckier.
Whatever, horseshoe. Shouldn't you be clomping down the street or something?
Shouldn't you be covered in weed spray?
This is my radio commercial.
For things not as lucky as
They're all the
horseshoe.
luck you need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
With NFL Plus, keep the NFL in reach. Stream live out-of-market preseason games, live local and primetime games on mobile during the regular and postseason, and NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games. With NFL Plus Premium, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. And for a limited time, save 20% on an annual NFL Plus Premium subscription. Offer ends September 15th. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Falcons football season in Atlanta, so rise up and roll out with Napa. Whether you're tailgating at the stadium, carpooling to an away game, or cheering the Falcons on from anywhere else, the Napa Network has your back. With nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Napa helps you tackle tough projects and stay off the sidelines.
Hey, it's Allie Mack from The Morning Shift. You're listening to Falcons at Titans, and we'll break it down Monday morning, 6 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Don't forget any move by the Falcons inside the 20. That's a move to the Mercedes-Benz Drive Zone, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. Titans with 10:40 to go in this first half, leading 6-0. We'll start first and 10 off their 16-yard line. And into the ball game at quarterback is Brandon Allen. And he was trying to dial up David Martin Robinson, the tight end. It was incomplete.
Yeah, good
so it'll be
coverage.
2nd and 10.
Excellent job by Atlanta. Quick bootleg fake and then pressure in Allen's face and very tightly covered in the left flat. No place for Allen to go. Had to kind of throw the ball away. Nice job there by both the edge pressure and the coverage in the back end.
Cam Ward, 2 for 7 tonight, 42 yards passing. Here's Brandon Allen, former Razorback. He'll hand the ball to Khalil Mullings, and he got taken out of the air as he crossed into the Atlanta territory. Caleb Johnson knocked him down at the 20. It'll be a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 6. Rook Aroro also in the mix for Atlanta.
We mentioned Caleb Johnson a couple of times, Wes. This is a guy that's got a legitimate chance to potentially be a part of this football team. He's an outstanding special teams player, and boy, Jeff Ulbrich loves the attitude that this dude plays with.
Yep. 3rd down and 6. Titans are 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. Allen in the gun. Looks right, throws right, on the slant, Isle Manor, 1st down, and flipped over the 30-yard line to about the 32 by Lamar Jackson. First 3rd down conversion of the night, Brandon Allen to Elick Isle Manor.
Not sure why Lamar was playing so far off and outside. Looked like Atlanta came with pressure and played man coverage in the back end, and Lamar Jackson playing outside technique. The receiver just ran inside pretty much unabated.
9:17 to play in this first half. 6-0 Titans, 1st and 10 for Tennessee at its 32. Mullings, no sir. I think Morgan Fox, 99, not 98. And then also had some help Braylon Trice.
Yeah. Really good penetration here. Morgan Fox, one of the things he brings to the table, not the biggest defensive tackle in the world, but quick feet for the 10-year veteran. Knife through that, looked like he slipped through the A-gap there and was able to get into the backfield, but Braylon Trice was right there with him.
So 2nd down and 12 after the combo tackle on Mullings. Here's Allen again. Quick shot this time, near side. And Gunnar Helm, the rookie from Texas, the catch. He'll be tackled shy of the 1st down, I think, at the 41-yard line by Lamar Jackson. They really like Helm.
Yeah, Helm got kind of lost in the shuffle, Wes, at Texas.
Yep.
With Jatavian Sanders and all the conversation about the Carolina Panther, former Texas Longhorn tight end. But Gunnar Helm, really serviceable, nice tight end.
Yep. 4th round pick of the Titans, 79 catches, 9 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards in his career. And now what do we have?
We have an official's timeout for a virtual measurement.
Oh, now.
Here we go.
Get the Hawkeye out here, Arch.
No, we're calling it the Cyclone.
Oh,
It won't be
sorry.
called a Hawkeye.
Cyclone.
We can't call it Hawkeye.
They're Hawkeye
Lord.
cameras.
Yeah,
It's Hawkeye
It's a
cameras.
Cyclone camera.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
By the way, I've noticed that you and Paul Burmeister are keeping your distance tonight over there. He's doing Titans television. Wouldn't want to get anybody from Iowa State and Iowa in the same booth at all. Charles Davis had to come over here and talk to you. What do we got? Short? By 2 feet, 5 inches, they tell us on the big
That's
board.
our first measurement. Much like you see the Cyclops, which is appropriately named in tennis.
Yeah.
This one's the Cyclone camera. And that's what we refer to here at the Atlanta Falcon radio broadcast.
So we don't say Hawkeye. I love it. Oh, here's a sneak play from Allen, and he didn't get that.
No.
There's no chance. Let's get the Cyclone out there again. They're calling it a first down.
What? Arguably the worst quarterback sneak I've ever seen right here.
They say Brandon Allen made it. You want to have a look at it? What do you think?
Got knocked backwards and knocked on the ground.
They still gave it to him. First and 10, Titan 42-yard line. And now Raheem Morris has thrown a flag.
Thank you, Raheem.
And Raheem wants to challenge the spot. Oh, boy. Now we're going to get the Hawkeye camera challenge, the virtual measurement. And Brad Allen's on the phone to somebody here. He's going to tell us what they're challenging. I believe. Are they telling him he can't challenge? Here we go.
We have an official's timeout for a virtual measurement. Because the officials were in the process of asking for the virtual measurement, this is not a challenge by Atlanta.
Hey now, okay. So now the virtual measurement is being applied to what Raheem Morris was going to challenge. Okay, Arch, what do you think?
Well, first of all, the spot's bad. So what do you do about that?
Can you challenge the spot?
Sure, you can. But that would be after we get the virtual measurement from the Cyclone camera.
Now, the virtual measurement's probably going to give him the first down.
No, he's short. What'd I say?
Short 10 inches.
We said that from the beginning.
So then that means the cats with the chains were wrong.
Well, yeah, I think they're working independently of whatever else is going on. When they found out that they were out of the mix when it came to measuring first downs,
yeah,
I think they've gone rogue at this point.
We need you to make some noise.
They're going to go for this on 4th and short then?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to think that they're going to do a better version of it. That was one of the worst quarterback sneaks, like I said, I've ever seen.
So it's 4th and 1 at the 41 and 3/4 yard line. Street, Aurora, and Zach Harrison with Braylon Trice and James Pierce up on the line here. Brandon Allen under center. He's going to hand to the running back. He didn't get it, I don't think.
He maybe got it late. It was a late push.
Now, Raheem Morris is standing right on the line. If they spot this at the 42, he didn't get it.
No, I think they're spotting it at the 42 and a half, almost 43, aren't they?
That's 4th down. We're going to have another virtual measurement?
Yeah. I think he got this just by the nose of the football, Wes.
You think he got to I don't think did he get to the 42?
We have an official's timeout for a virtual measurement.
Man, we're getting the full catalog here of this. I thought we might get 1 or 2. We're getting 3 and 3 snaps.
Well, we didn't get any last week, so
no,
quota was off.
Yeah. No, we're going to average 1 a game. We're done. This is not a rule for the regular season, by the way. This is only being applied in preseason. Virtual measurement says he got it.
Yeah, so
it's a first down by half the football, according to the Cyclone camera that we're using on the...
He initially was stopped, and then a little bit of a little leg drive, a little push there at the end got him just enough for the first down.
So Mullings gets credit for the fourth down conversion, and Raheem Morris is still talking to one of the linesmen about the spot of the ball there, maybe. First and 10, the 43 of Tennessee. Here's a straight drop by Allen. He'll cut it loose. It's intercepted. Picked off Natron Brooks. Looking for room at the near side. 30 down to the 26 of the Titans. Brandon Allen cut that joker loose, and Natron Brooks was right there to catch it.
Well, Brooks does a good job. He's playing deep third defender here, and they're trying to throw a deep in cut. Brooks just looking at the eyes of the quarterback here. Just undercuts that little post route or deep in cut. Looked like it might have been a little seam post. He just jumped it. Just eyeballing the quarterback all the way, and then got a nice return on the way back. Hope Morgan sitting next to me. Did you say James Pierce got a block there? He saw James Pierce come in and get a block. So
5:33 to play.
Our pregame show, and our executive producer here on Falcon Radio, spotting for Wes, and Paisley does a positive thing for me.
Man of amazing skills. First and 10 at the 27 of Tennessee. Here's Stick, play fake. Easton wants to throw, moves to his right, flag is down. Stick is going to run and get toward the 20, but I think they're going to get a flag for a hold by Elijah Wilkinson here.
Holding, offense, number 69.
Nope.
10-yard penalty, first down.
Zach Nelson. So it'll be first and 20, back at the 37.
That's a little sketchy there. I didn't think
he was working against the former Falcon, Joe Gaziano, by the way.
That's a little sketchy. I don't know about that. But whenever the quarterback gets out of the pocket to the side of the tackle that's in question, they're going to throw that flag.
So Franks will go to the right. Nash goes to the right. So does Drummond. Blair here to the left. And that's a false start on Elijah Wilkinson.
False start. Woo. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So that's 15 yards of penalties in 2 snaps.
Yeah, struggles continue with this second group up front.
Yep.
Haven't had a lot of creases to run. Had a couple of them. One called back because of holding on Drummond, the receiver, but had way too many pre-snap penalties.
Ball at the 42, first and 25. Tight end, 2 receivers to the right. Blair again to the left. Stick on the perimeter, quick throw. This is Nash. And Nick Nash will slide upfield to the 37. It'll be a gain of 5. It'll be second and 20. The former Clemson Tiger Carlos Watkins makes the tackle.
Good blocking on the outside again by Felipe Franks. The second time I've mentioned his name, blocking in that screen game. Done a nice job there.
Franks will stay in as the tight end. 3 receivers. Jay-Sean Corbin is in as the running back. There's Nash through the formation of the boundary side. Now hand to Corbin. Trying to do something at the right side. Nothing happened there. Cedric Gray.
Yeah, just not getting up to the second level, Wes, in the run game. And the linebackers just running through.
It's a loss of 1.
Poor job on that backside. Yep. Wilkerson working alongside. He's working with Gray.
Josh Gray.
Yep. And I don't know how much time those 2 guys have had together, but really a poor job of cutting off the backside linebacker on the play.
Yeah, Gwynn's the center. I already told you, Hinton the right guard and Nelson the right tackle for Atlanta in this first half. Here's Stick. Quick throw. That ball's caught Blair on the far side. Digs inside the 25 to the 24. It's a throw of 14, and it'll be 3 of 8 now on third down for Atlanta. And on 4th and 7, here's Younghoe Koo for his first kick of the preseason. Remember last year, who struggled mightily. 25 of 34, 73.5%. And we've got an injured Titan on the field.
Yeah, you hope for Koo, just an aberration year, because he's a career 86% kicker.
Right.
Former Pro Bowler. He's had a bit of an off season last year, but healthy now. Remember, he nursed a number of injuries last year and continued to try to kick.
Please.
So Gabe Judy Lally is the injured Tennessee Titan across the way. So here with 2:44 to go, they'll tend to him while Younghoe Koo's out.
And after the barrage of penalties there, good job by Easton Stick and the offense to get themselves back in position to let Koo come in and try to add 3 here. In all true though is it's a win for Tennessee defensively. You get an interception and it's returned deep in your territory, which it was inside your 25. Then what you're trying to do is limit a team to 3. Hopefully Koo can go ahead and knock this through.
Judy Lally's up. He'll walk off the field under his own power. By the way, a quick moment here. So grateful to hear the wonderful news about Maurice Norris able to go home Saturday, Arch, from here in Atlanta, the injured Detroit Lion player last Friday night, and what was just an incredibly scary situation.
Good job by both medical staffs for both teams and the medical staffs that were here. Special kudos out to the people at Grady Hospital and what they did there for Maurice Norris. Excellent job by everybody here in Atlanta.
42-yard drive for Koo. McCullough to snap, Pinion to hold on the far hash. Snap spot. Kick by Koo is away, and it is good. So Younghoe Koo knocks it through, and Atlanta's on the board with 2:30 to play on the 42-yard field goal from Younghoe Koo. And it's a 6-3 Tennessee Titans lead. Atlanta ended up running 4 plays, covered only 3 yards after the penalties, and had the ball for 3 minutes and 3 seconds in the scoring drive that's brought to you by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. So it'll be a 2-minute drill and change here for Brandon Allen and the Titans if they so desire here. They've got 3 timeouts, as does Atlanta.
Give Lenny Krieg an opportunity here. Young man come in and do the kickoff duties. Remember, kicked last week. Knocked one through from 57 yards last week. They missed a 53-yarder. But he'll handle some of the kickoff duties here after Younghoe Koo knocked that one through.
Lenny Krieg's 57-yarder could have gone about 67.
You know, every time I talk to you about it, it's longer.
Yeah, well, 65, 62, you tell me. It could have gone a long way.
We get a week from now, it'll be good from 75.
How about what Cam Little did last week with Jacksonville, by the way? That ball got fumbled around through the end zone and finally touched on a knee. So that will, off the hands of Jaquan Jackson, that'll go out to the 35-yard line. How about Cam Little of the Jaguars? 70 yards? What are we doing?
It's like there's no range anymore. These 50-yarders are like, hey, I got to run down to the convenience store, pick up some milk. It's one of those kind of deals.
Remember when we had the conversation last year? I think we had it briefly on the air, but off the air with Rich McKay about just field goals in general. The number of 50-yard field goals that were kicked last year was just astronomical.
Well, there's some conversation. I don't think it actually got tabled this year, but there's some conversation about narrowing the goalposts. It skidded through the landing area into the end zone, so the ball will come out to the 20. That rule still stays in place, if you remember. The ball skips through the landing area, because it's not the kicker's fault if he gets it to land at the 10-yard line and you don't catch it and it goes in the end zone.
First down and 10 for Brandon Allen in Tennessee, who leads 6-3 on Atlanta. And they run the ball straight ahead, and that looks like they put it in the hands of Julius Chestnut. And he got tackled by Ronnie Harrison and Caleb Johnson.
Another Alabama safety in the back end.
That's exactly right. Haven't seen DeMarco Helms tonight, have we?
This is the 2-minute warning.
So the 2-minute warning. We're going to take it with them. 6-3 Tennessee leads Atlanta.
2 minutes. Timeout.
Titans will have it when we come back for the final 2 of this first half after a local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Atlanta traffic. Are you kidding me? It's a contact sport. You might not be in a wreck today, but out there, it's not a matter of if, it's when. Hey, Falcon fans, this is Dave Archer. Come on, huddle up. Here's the play. Save this name now. Attorney John Foy and Associates. The Strong Arm has been fighting for Georgia injury victims for over 25 years. Not out-of-state gimmicks, not empty promises, real lawyers, real results. Because when the unexpected hits, you don't want to be scrambling. You want a team that knows how to win. Get the Strong Arm. John Foy and Associates.
Rockland Homes is the official builder of the Atlanta Falcons. For a limited time, Rockland Homes is offering up to $10,000 at buyer's incentives and the fixed interest rate of 4.99% on luxury townhomes throughout our metro Atlanta communities. Again, this is a limited time offer, so don't hesitate to visit one of our beautiful Rockland Homes communities for more details. Where the most important home we'll build is yours. For more information, visit rocklandhomes.com. Rates based on a 5.91 APR.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Hey, this is Ray McMichael, and you're listening to Falcons Titans. And join us on Monday starting at 11 and break it all down for you on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
2 minutes to go in this first half. 2nd and 6 for Tennessee at its 24. Titans lead the Falcons 6-3. Don't forget Grant McCauley, Ticketmaster halftime show coming up at the break. By the way, Arch, they just ran a board. You know the weekend is here on Thursday next week.
He's here on a Thursday, but not the weekend. But
no, the weekend is here on Thursday. But yeah, it's Thursday.
I always like to start the weekend on a Thursday as well.
Well, you will in Dallas.
Well, that's good. I'm sorry we won't be here to see the weekend on Thursday because we'll be in Dallas.
We'll be in Dallas, that's right. Next Friday night, we'll be at AT&T Stadium to see what condition Micah Parsons is in, I guess. See how he looks walking around. Here's Brandon Allen taking a shotgun snap for Tennessee. First down, thought about it, tried to dump it right here to the near side. It was caught by Gunnar Helm, and Jordan Fuller was right on his back to make the tackle.
Yeah, Atlanta coming with both linebackers through the middle, so extra pressure on Allen. Allen does a good job of getting it out, but Fuller in tight coverage on the Titans tight end.
So Tennessee, who is 1 for 5 on third down. Atlanta is 3 for 8. And we're going to have our 4th virtual measurement.
No, he's too far away from being measured.
The ruling on the field of a completed pass is under further review.
Inside 2-minute box review. So did Jordan Fuller come in and knock this out on Gunnar Helm?
If so, it'll be 3rd and 6, not 3rd and 2. Easton Stick, 11 of 16 this first half, 69 yards.
Been a little tougher for him today.
Yeah.
Had a really clean and solid first game. Hard to tell if the ball slips through his hands. It certainly goes through his hands and gets into his belly, but you can't tell if it gets between his knees onto the ground. So I'm not sure there's enough here definitive to turn this over. Called the catch on the field. The ball definitely goes between the hands and gets into the belly area, into his numbers. But he folds up and goes to the ground. You can't see it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. It's 3rd down.
and that means that Brad could not see it either.
Yeah. So 3rd and 2 it'll be. Allen's got Chestnut with him in the backfield. Atlanta bringing 4. Allen will throw. Chestnut out of the backfield up the near side, first down before he's banged out of bounds by Fuller and Jackson. And that'll be enough for a Tennessee first down with right around 81 seconds to play.
That's not a very good job by Lamar Jackson. He is the flat defender there, and he rides the receiver who's running a slant to the inside, and the back just slipped into flat. He's got to stay home outside and turn that slant over to an inside defender and take away that flat route.
At the 35, first down and 10. 6-3 Tennessee late in this first half. And a throw back here to the near side is caught. Going to the ground is James Prochet. It's going to be ruled a catch at the 46 ahead of Jackson. That'll be another first down. Clock continuing to move with 1:06, 1:05 to go in the first frame. Titans who get the ball to start the second half, trying to get some double dip here. There's another throw. Prochet falls down. Jackson never turned his head. Prochet makes the catch at the 43-yard line of Atlanta.
Yeah, really good back shoulder throw here from Brandon Allen, working Prochet against Lamar Jackson. Jackson was up tight in coverage and just never got his head around. Really well thrown ball to the sideline. And Prochet, I think, got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yep. Allen is 4 for 4 in the drive. And
ball
now
coming
6 for 8.
Ball coming out so quick, Wes, that Atlanta really not having a chance to put any pressure on him. He's catching the ball one step and firing.
2-by-2 look as the Titans go left to right here in the second quarter. Another quick throw. This is Helm, the big tight end, and he got shoved out of bounds. That was Ronnie Harrison Jr. So Gunnar Helm's second catch in the drive, and he's measured at the 33. It's a throw of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. 49 seconds to go in this first half. Atlanta trailing 6-3 to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Tight end and 3 receivers again. 11 personnel for Brandon Allen, who's going to hand the ball to Chestnut, and he will fight toward the 25. It'll be a run of right at about 7 on the play.
Charge timeout. Tennessee, they're first. It will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 43. 43
first down
seconds on the game clock, please.
There.
Yeah, Atlanta's gone to a dime setup where Ronnie Harrison has come in and is actually playing a linebacker, dime linebacker position as an extra defensive back on the field, and they ran right at him that time. Just a little bit lighter player in the game and just doesn't stand up against the run, and they're able to get a first down out of it.
So 43 seconds to go. Timeout for Brian Callahan, who's got his dad as the offensive line coach. Former Raiders and Nebraska head coach Bill Callahan. An interesting staff. Matt Jones is on that staff. Randy Jordan, who's a longtime Bill Callahan assistant with the Raiders, is there too. There's the snap. Here's Allen, middle of the field for Helm, who caught it in traffic for the Titan touchdown. Gunnar Helm had 2 Falcons, Fuller and Harrison, hanging all over him, and Brandon Allen threw it to the big Longhorn for the score.
Wes, you've been talking about how excited they are about this kid out of Texas, and he just runs a seam route here. He's got Harrison on his back hip or left hip, and Fuller coming over the top, and the ball's pretty well thrown. It's kind of a back shoulder throw down the seam, and just a really good job of Helm to go up with strong hands and squeeze the football with 2 Falcon defenders right there.
25-yard touchdown throw, Brandon Allen to Gunnar Helm. And the Titans trying to take a 10-point lead to the locker room here with 38 seconds to go in this first half. The point after by Sly is good, and they go 80 yards in 8 plays in a minute 52, Arch. Yeah, really. By the way, Brandon Allen did not miss in the drive.
Well, and he gets a lot of help here on this last play. Helm makes a big-time catch because Atlanta, you're not going to have any better coverage than what Atlanta's got here with the two safeties. They just could not pull it out of the hands of the Texas Longhorn. But good job of Brandon Allen getting the ball out. I mean, I thought that he did a really good job of not holding the football, made quick decisions, worked mostly to his right, victimized Lamar Jackson a couple of times with Prochet, and then ultimately Helm makes the catch down the middle, down the seam route for a touchdown.
Allen was 5 for 5, 56 yards in the score on the drive. And now it's a 13-3 Tennessee lead. With a half minute to go, Raheem Morris does have 3 timeouts. And this will be fielded here at the near side. Natron Brooks, 20, 25, Brooks 30, trying to cross out and gets to about the 32. That's a 22, 25-yard return. Judy Lally, who was shaking up the previous possession for Tennessee's defense, makes the tackle on Teams.
Yeah, normally in this situation, Wes, I say it's a yellow light situation, and with only 31 seconds left, you don't want to turn the football over, but the preseason game, so let's green light it here and take a shot down the field.
7th possession of the first half for Atlanta's offense. They've had 3 3-and-outs. Elijah Dotson is the running back. Tight end 3 receivers for Easton Stick. Stick, middle of the pocket, going to sail it deep downfield, and it is broken up on the way to Dylan Drummond. Marcus Harris, the rookie from Cal, contesting the ball for the first-year wide receiver out of Eastern Michigan, Dylan Drummond.
Yeah, the ball's underthrown here, but I didn't think Drummond did a very good job of adjusting to the football. He's got to feel the defender here and gear down a little bit, and I thought that he got a little bit of a push maybe, but it's one of those deals where he just didn't gear down and notice that the ball was underthrown. He was open deep. Yep. Ball needs to be thrown out there. That's first of all. Stick's got to get the ball out there. But at that point, Drummond needs to adjust, gear down a little bit, play that defender off your back, maybe draw the interference call.
2nd and 10. Here's Stick, back foot shot, and the ball is caught. Franks got hit head on by Cedric Gray. He'll fall forward with 16 seconds to go. Is it a first down is the question.
Charge timeout.
Well,
Atlanta,
timeout.
they're first. It will be 30 seconds. Please set the game clock to 18 seconds.
3rd down and 1.
18 on the game clock, please.
At the Falcon 40. At worst, they'd love to get Younghoe Koo a shot here.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 2 timeouts left, so you will not waste any time. If the ball's caught in bounds, you got to immediately burn your 2nd timeout.
Right.
I just thought that this post route to Drummond, he was open, and I think he felt like he was more open than he was.
Right.
Because the defender got into his back a little bit, but that's one of those where you got to gear down and kind of play basketball a little bit on that deep shot.
3rd down and 1. Ball at the 40-yard line. Atlanta trailing by 10 with 18 seconds to go first half. Tight end 3 receivers. Running back is Dotson. Stick on a straight drop. Now bails to his right. Easton wants to throw it downfield, does, and way offline for Nick Nash. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Atlanta is 3 for 9 on 3rd down. And the Falcons, who started the ball game, 3 of their first 4 are going to miss their last 5.
Yeah, decision-making there, you got to think about, okay, I've got 2 timeouts. I only have 18 seconds left. If I get out of the pocket, I'm going to burn a lot of time, so I better make a play down the field. I certainly need to go get the first down, and we didn't do any of that.
So here's the snap and the punt by Bradley Pena, end over end toward Prochet, who will field it at the 12, and James Prochet takes a couple of bumps. Josh Thompson the stop.
This is the end of the second quarter.
Half. So 13-3,
the end of the first half.
Titans lead. The Brandon Allen to Gunnar Helm touchdown pass pushes the margin to 10 here at the break. Stay tuned. Grant McCauley coming up next from our Midtown Atlanta studios. Ticketmaster halftime report after this from Scanna.
Scanna Energy is a proud partner. Yes, touchdown! Let's go Falcons! We're big Falcons fans, and as the official natural gas partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Scanna Energy is part of all the action. So let's get fired up for our home team as we cheer them on to victory this season. Sign up with Scanna today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANNA or visit scannaenergy.com/Falcons and use promo code Falcons for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
Celebrate healthy times. Let's go. National Health Center Week is August 3rd through 9th, and here in Georgia, we are celebrating the vital work of our 330 community health centers across 140 counties. These centers are the heartbeat of our communities. Last year, they served over 700,000 patients with affordable, high-quality care in communities large and small, urban and rural. From routine wellness checks to chronic disease management, from behavioral health to dental services, Georgia's community health centers are here for everyone, regardless of income or insurance. Don't miss the celebratory events during the 60th anniversary of National Health Center Week. Visit georgiapca.org to discover the fun and informative activities hosted by your local community health center. In Savannah, J.C. Lewis Primary Healthcare Systems has something for everyone, including health screenings and more. Brought to you by the Georgia Primary Care Association, supporting community health centers that make care possible for everyone.
Right now, at the Home Depot, you'll find storage solutions made to fit your needs. Grab an HDX Tough Tilt to protect your tools. Or keep your sports equipment contained with reinforced snap-fit lids. Or stack up and make better use of your space with bins and totes built to last. Whatever your story, we've got the gear to keep it organized and protected at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
It's halftime, and we're breaking down the first half. This is the Ticketmaster Halftime Show.
Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons.
On the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
Welcome into the Ticketmaster Halftime Show. Grant McCauley from our network studios in Midtown. Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons. It's week 2 of the preseason slate at Mercedes-Benz Stadium tonight. The score 13-3. Tennessee over Atlanta, late touchdown, heading into the half, extending that lead for the Titans. They jumped on the board and got on top thanks to a pick 6 in the first quarter. Falcons on the board in the second quarter thanks to a field goal, and it was a late TD from Brandon Allen to put the Titans up by a 13-3 score. We'll have much more on that. The Atlanta offense, though, having some trouble really getting anything going. Some penalties and mistakes have both been costly for this team, but we'll have the highlights coming up for you here on the Ticketmaster Halftime Show. Elsewhere in the NFL tonight, there's one other game on the slate. It's the Chiefs. They're taking on the Seahawks. That's a 10 p.m. kickoff. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the Falcons are trailing the Titans. It's a 13-3 score at the half. The first half highlights are next on the Ticketmaster Halftime Show right here on the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
You don't plan on getting hurt at work, but when it happens, it hits hard. It's like a crushing tackle a quarterback never saw coming. Bills start piling up, and sometimes your employer acts like you don't even exist. That's when you need the strong arm. John Foy and Associates. Hey everybody, Dave Archer here. John Foy and Associates knows the system. They know how to fight. They get results for folks right here in Georgia. Don't let the system steamroll you. Get the strong arm on your side. If you're hurt on the job, call John Foy and Associates.
Hi there, I'm a 4-leaf clover. You know, the lucky thing you used to look for. But now, with Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery, nobody wants me anymore.
There's a reason nobody picks you, dude. It's because I'm luckier.
Whatever, horseshoe. Shouldn't you be clomping down the street or something?
Shouldn't you be covered in weed spray?
This is my radio commercial.
For things not as lucky
They're
as
all the
horseshoes.
luck you need. Win up to $2 million with the Lucky 7 scratchers from the Georgia Lottery.
Let's go, Falcons! Racetrack and the Atlanta Falcons are teaming up to help you score big on game day. From hot made-in-store pizza, fan-favorite snacks, and roller grill classics, Racetrack is your one-stop shop for football cravings. Whether you're at the stadium, on the couch, or watching with the crew, Racetrack's always on your team. Racetrack. Game day starts here. Your hometown stop for game day grab and go. Proud partner of the Atlanta Falcons.
Getting you ready for the second half. This is the Ticketmaster Halftime Show.
Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons.
On the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
Welcome back in. Grant McCauley from our network studios in Midtown. Falcons down 13-3 to the Titans at the half. Let's get you caught up on the action from the first half. The scoring summary is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Let's pick it up late in the first quarter. Atlanta driving Easton Stick, trying to make something happen, but the Titans, well, they had other ideas.
Snap, empty set for Stick, and a throw to the left. It's intercepted. Picked off and going the other way. The Titans are headed to the end zone and a touchdown. Kendall Brooks, first year out of Michigan State, played 5 games last year. On his 4th team, just got a pick 6 off Ethan Stick.
Extra point was no good, so a 6-0 Tennessee lead with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Falcons, though, got to pick me up on defense, and it came courtesy of Natron Brooks in the second quarter.
First and 10, the 43 of Tennessee. Here's a straight drop by Allen. He'll cut it loose. It's intercepted. Picked off Natron Brooks. Looking for room at the near side 30. Down to the 26 of the Titans. Brandon Allen cuts that joker loose, and Natron Brooks was right there to catch it.
That interception put Atlanta in position to get some points on the board. You would love to have gotten greedy there, but some penalties really short-circuited that drive, but it did set up Younghoe Koo from 42 yards out.
42-yard drive for Koo. McCullough to snap, Pinion to hold on the far hash. Snap spot, kick by Koo is away, and it is good. So Younghoe Koo knocks it through, and Atlanta's on the board with 2:30 to play on the 42-yard field goal from Younghoe Koo. And it's a 6-3 Tennessee Titans lead.
Not the final scoring action of the first half, though. Tennessee marched downfield with time ticking down, and Brandon Allen added to that Titan lead.
Here's Allen, middle of the field for Helm, who caught it in traffic for the Titan touchdown. Gunnar Helm had 2 Falcons, Fuller and Harrison, hanging all over him, and Brandon Allen threw it to the big Longhorn for the score.
And that was the scoring at the half, 13-3, Tennessee ahead of Atlanta. And that's your scoring summary brought to you by American Family Insurance. Again, Falcons trailing the Titans 13-3. Back to the booth with Wes Durham and Dave Archer for the second half. Next, right here on the Atlanta Falcons Radio Network.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Scana Energy is a proud partner. Yes, touchdown! Let's go Falcons! We're big Falcons fans, and as the official natural gas partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Scana Energy is part of all the action. So let's get fired up for our home team as we cheer them on to victory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/Falcons and use promo code Falcons for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
A golf instructor who knows technique can improve an aspiring pro's swing. But one who really cares can help transform a career.
There he is, your new champion.
When you team up with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
You're listening to the Falcons and the Titans. We'll be talking all NFL and all Falcons. Monday, 9 to 11 on the Steakhouse.
Second half adjustments brought to you by rookies to go. Buy the piece, save a little. Buy the room, save a lot.
Here's an adjustment for you. Put the starters in. That was brutal. Just not a lot to talk about. I mean, there's some individual guys that have stepped up, Wes. I thought David Sills was good early on when he had an opportunity to touch the football. Braylon Trice, I thought, made a couple of plays defensively against the run game, pressured the quarterback. And how about Josh Thompson? Josh Thompson, 2 tackles on special teams, made 2 really good plays on punt coverage. A young man fighting for an opportunity. And that's really the stories that you want to hang your hat on here. Obviously, a good number of players that are on the field right now will not be in the starting units come opening day against Tampa, but there are contributors. And there's also guys that are trying to carve out a career for themselves as a developmental player. And Josh Thompson, who's a safety on his football team, this is a team that's deep at safety. He's putting some pretty good tape out there for other people to say, wait a minute, this guy's potentially a legitimate gunner on punt team, and maybe we can bring him in and develop into a safety. So those are the kind of stories that you kind of look for and hang your hat on. So there's some of those going on.
I think Grant and Mike probably gave you some indication of where we are statistically. And because Mike brought this up in the first half in our roundtable segment pregame, Atlanta 3 for 9. They've missed on their last 5. So if you want to take the preseason, they're now 4 for 16 in the preseason. That is a stat, Arch, that goes with run defense and turnover margin that I think have to be better if Atlanta's going to be better, right?
Yeah, I just don't know how do you gauge that if you don't have the guys on the field that are going to be making the plays to do that. I just think that to me, the statistics in the preseason, unless it's an individual statistic like Easton Stick's day throwing the football last week, or Drummond's ability to catch the football and put some yards up.
Right.
Individual statistics, I think, mean something. But I think you start talking about team stats. I mean, how does that equate to the regular season? It doesn't.
Yeah. I think we'll see how this moves through the second half. Now, we expect Emory Jones to be the quarterback in half 2. We saw him briefly last week as well. But I think you're right about David Sills and Josh Thompson in particular. Chris Blair, again, has been a guy they've looked to in the throw game. 2 catches for 26 yards. Nick Nash, 3 for 14.
But, Wes, your inability to run the football.
Right. That's the other part.
You got 33 yards rushing in the first half.
Yeah, you're averaging 3.2 yards a play offensively.
When you start talking about identity, that is not the Falcons' identity offensively. Their ability to come off the ball and run the football is one of the things that they pride themselves on. If you're going to look at a stat that's disturbing, that's one, because you're talking about 3, maybe 4 of the guys along that offensive line that played in the first half are going to be some of your depth players, your backup players.
Chamari Dike is deep along with TJ Sheffield to take the kick for the Titans. Dike had a 32-yard kick return last week. Sheffield did not have any kick returns, and this is Dike off the 1. Up the far side, 15, 20, 25. Dike flag thrown as he breaks the 30 to the 31. And we'll see what we have there. Tackle made by Jashawn Corbin, the backup at running back. And Brad Allen. By the way, we had 10 penalties in the first half, 7 on Atlanta. This one is on the Titans. Here as we start the third.
There are 2 fouls in the play, both by the receiving team. Holding, number 12, is declined. Holding, number 36, is accepted. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
All right, so first and 10 it'll be for the Titans. We'll see exactly where the neighborhood was on this. They're going to put the ball down right around the 13-yard line of Tennessee. Good to see the old head coach of the Cardinals, longtime assistant in Nashville, Dave McGinnis, still doing the color for the Titans on radio.
Dave looks like he came right out of the mountains to do it,
too. Under center is Brandon Allen, and he'll hand to Chestnut, or Khalil Mullings, 28, who gets across the 15 to the 17. Our old buddy Mike Keith, however, is no longer the voice of the Titans on radio. He's now the voice of the Tennessee Volunteers.
How about that?
Yep. So Taylor Zarzer takes over in Nashville as the radio voice of Middle Tennessee. 2nd down and 6 after Mullings got 4 yards. Congratulations to Mike and Taylor both.
Yeah.
2nd down and 6 at the 17. Mullings again trying the right side, got the edge, turned, and then got pulled down by Lamar Jackson. Right around the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Pretty good by Tennessee to establish a run edge out there. Harrison decided to step inside on the block and allowed Tennessee to get to the edge to get this to 3rd and 2.
Mullings, the 22-year-old rookie, was a 6th-round pick out of Michigan, where he was originally a linebacker. He ran for 948 yards and 12 scores a year ago in 4 starts. Here's 3rd and 2. Jordan Mims is coming to the ball game. Allen to throw off the hands of the intended receiver, Prochet, incomplete.
Pretty good job by Atlanta that time to bluff coming after Allen. Had everybody up in the line of scrimmage, and the safeties were about 7 yards deep. And then at the snap of the ball, they bailed out of there. And I think it confused maybe some of the receivers as to where to sit it down, because they played zone coverage after showing what was going to look like a heavy blitz look in man coverage. So pretty good job by Atlanta to muddy the water defensively there.
D offered to wait on Johnny Hecker's punt after a 3-and-out by the Falcon defense. Hecker, a wobbly kick. It bounces at the 41 of Atlanta and jumps right in the air. And Falcons going to get pretty good field position out of this with not quite 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter.
Well, no changeup up front. Atlanta with the same offensive line that played in the first half. That's Wilkerson at tackle, Gray at guard, Gwynn at center, Hinton at guard, and Nelson at tackle.
So the ball at the 40-yard line, and Easton Stick still at quarterback. Jayshon Corbin, the running back. Simon, the tight end, with 3 receivers. And they're going to hand the ball to Nash, circling here to the near side. And Nick Nash falls forward to the 46. So Nash will pick up 6 on the play. Call it 5. 2nd and a short 5.
Little jet sweep that time by Nash. Dylan.
Yep.
Drummond got away with holding again on that play.
There's a quick throw, and the catch is made by the aforementioned Dylan Drummond for a 1st down to the 43-yard line of the Titans on a sharp throw by Easton Stick. Marcus Harris, the tackle.
It's a good job by Drummond to find the hole in the zone here. He and Stick are on the same page. Just a hitch route. Got him the football and got a little run after catch.
Quick snap and a throw. Back shoulder try for Dylan Drummond, who was battling Harris again. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, it's a pretty good throw here by Stick. Drummond just running straight up the field. Both of them lock eyes and just throw it to that back shoulder along the sideline. Thought this was a pretty well thrown ball. Drummond mistimed his jump. He just went up too early. Was on his way down when the ball arrived.
So if I remember correctly, it was Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, then Easton Stick. Is that right? In Fargo?
I believe that's correct. Well, Easton Stick, was he after Trey Lance or before Trey Lance?
That's the part I
believe he was before Trey Lance.
Was he? Okay. Yeah. So he was after Carson Wentz. Right. Nash could not handle the quick pass.
49-3 as a starter at North Dakota State.
Yeah.
For Easton Stick.
Nobody had a bad year up there.
It didn't matter who was coaching them either.
Right.
They just kind of, Chris Kleiman started it off, and then they just transitioned.
Wasn't Craig Bowl there for a while, too?
I believe so.
Yeah. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to pause 10 seconds after this next pass as we work our way toward 9 o'clock in the East. Third down, the full 10 after the incomplete pass a moment ago. Stick, hands to Carter. Look at Carter! 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Atlanta. Nathan Carter, who runs a 40 and 4.4, took about 7 strides, and the next thing you know, he's all by himself in the secondary.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating night some for the offensive line, but a really good job here by Chris Hinton, who gets up to that, gets good push in the interior. I thought Gwynn did a pretty good job there as well, but Carter kind of bounced around, kind of pressed the hole, maybe got lost a little bit in behind the offensive line here, and then just found that crease in behind Hinton and Jovan Gwynn.
And everybody gets a chicken sandwich. Younghoe Koo's extra point is good. Scoring drive summary brought to you by Home Depot. How doers get more done. 5 plays, 60 yards in under a minute. And the last 43 belong to Carter. Nathan Carter. Falcons on the board. They still trail by 3. Now this time out in the local message on the Falcons radio network.
Hiring the right law firm can make a huge difference in the amount of money you get after an accident. Insurance companies know which attorneys they can lowball and which ones they need to take seriously. They know which law firms will stand their ground and aren't afraid to fight it out in court if needed. That's why it's important to choose your law firm wisely, based on track record, reputation, and results. That's why it's important to choose Montlick. Call #WIN at #946. Get more money with Montlick.
This Labor Day weekend, we're celebrating Bob's Discount Furniture's 200th store milestone with the entire Bob's family across the country. For more than 30 years, we've believed everyone deserves the home they love. That's why we brought our everyday low prices on furniture, mattresses, and more to over 200 locations from coast to coast and counting. Not to mention free treats for the whole family in our cafes. Celebrate Bob's Discount Furniture's 200 store milestone this Labor Day weekend. Oh, my Bob!
Let's raise a glass of Jack to toast the Atlanta Falcons. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey and the new Jack Daniel's Blackberry are perfect for your home Falcons watch party. Head to your local retailer and make sure Jack is in your Falcons game day plan. Please drink responsibly. Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof. Distilled and bottled by Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Let's go, Falcons! Racetrack and the Atlanta Falcons are teaming up to help you score big on game day. From hot made-in-store pizza, fan-favorite snacks, and roller grill classics, Racetrack is your one-stop shop for football cravings. Whether you're at the stadium, on the couch, or watching with the crew, Racetrack's always on your team. Racetrack. Game day starts here. Your hometown stop for game day grab and go. Proud partner of the Atlanta Falcons.
What's going on, everybody? Dylan Matthews here from the Hometown Take. You're listening to Falcons Titans coming up Monday morning at 5 a.m. We'll break it all down right here on Sports Radio 92.9.
Let's pause 10 seconds, station identification before we return to the action on the Falcons radio network.
Falcons games on the game.
This is WZGC Atlanta and WZGC HD1.
Sports Radio 92.9, the game.
Downtown at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, we're early in the third quarter. Falcons a touchdown on the board, and now the kick from Krieg is fielded on the far side by Sheffield. Flag is thrown as he breaks the 20, and then the ball came out, and Atlanta says they have it. We'll see if it's ruled a fumble. And Falcons came out with Quatoriano. Tegan Quatoriano had the fumble of the football, and Brad Allen and his crew. Let's see what we have here. We got flags too.
Return, holding, receiving team number 58. That penalty is refused. It's first down, Atlanta.
So it was a fumble by Sheffield on the return. And Tegan Quatoriano stole it. He ripped it from him, Arch.
He did. Tore it out with the right hand as he was trying to make the tackle. And before the returner got on the ground, Quatoriano ends up with the football.
So 12-15 here in the third. Fumble on the kickoff return. recovered by Quatoriano, the tight end out of Oregon State. Oh, and take a shot. Just go ahead. 1st and 10 at the 25. Here's Stick. Looks left, throws, and caught shy of the 20-yard line on a ball to Drummond. Boy, and he got a cup full of Oruware defensively.
Yeah, the check down route, essentially hitch route in the left flat. He looked down the field. Good job by Tennessee to take that away. Had 2 high safeties. He did not have a chance to stick it down the seam, so he threw it to the outside, and Drummond squeezes it for a 4-yard gain.
2nd down, 7. Ball at Tennessee's 22. Atlanta trailing 3. Has not led tonight. Here's Carter trying to break free. He'll get a yard to the 21, and it's going to be 3rd and about 6 here.
Josh Simon here has a tough time holding up on the backside. He's working against the defensive end and just got shoved back in there into the backfield, just overmatched a bit there. Just no place for Carter to go.
Yep, Nathan Carter, who had the touchdown run a moment ago, 3rd down and 6. Ball at the Tennessee 21. 4 minutes gone here in this 3rd period of play. Tight end, 3 receivers in the set. Carter off the hip of Easton Stick to the left. Shotgun snap on the near hash mark. Stick wants to throw right, looks end zone, and it is incomplete for Nash. And I think Nick Nash, did he come up hobbling here?
No, he just, I'm not sure, just a really kind of a poor adjustment to the ball. This is a big box fade. In other words, he's in the slot, and for some reason he just misjudges the ball here. He's going to turn around and leap in the air to catch it, and he really didn't need to do that. I'm not sure he could have caught it in play anyway, but just a little bit of an overthrow by Stick, but just not a very good adjustment by Nash on the ball.
This is Younghoe Koo from 39 yards to tie the game. Snap spot off the left hash. Kick is away by Koo, and it is perfect. So we're tied now. 10:49 to go in the 3rd. Koo's kicked his 2nd field goal of the night. This is 39 yards, and we're locked up at 13. Timeout on the field. More to come from Atlanta after this from Mercedes-Benz.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
Give me those sauces, grab the chicken strips, let's dunk them in there. There's nothing like it. Hey, I'm Joey. And I'm Josh. And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Team members paid for their testimonials.
Scana Energy is a proud partner. Yes, touchdown! Let's go Falcons! We're big Falcons fans, and as the official natural gas partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Scana Energy is part of all the action. So let's get fired up for our home team as we cheer them on to victory this season. Sign up with Scana today and get up to $100. Call 877-GO-SCANA or visit scanaenergy.com/Falcons and use promo code Falcons for details. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed, like getting through self-checkout by yourself.
Warning, each item must be placed in the bagging area.
Not guaranteed.
Place item in the bagging area. Place item in the bagging area.
You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, deals you want, and service you deserve. Or we make it right. Terms and conditions apply. Visit att.com/guarantee for details. AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Hey man, it's Dukes and Bell. You're listening to Falcons and Titans. We're going to talk about all the things coming up on Monday at 2 o'clock. Make sure you tune in right here on Sports Radio.
Third quarter brought to you tonight by Hatfield. Better care, better pork. Head to simplyhatfield.com. Well, Falcons have forced 2 turnovers. That's the good news. They've had plus field possession off both. bad news is only a pair of field goals show for it, Arch.
Yeah, 2 deep territory turnovers and just nothing to show but the 2 field goals. Good job by Koo to bang them through, though.
Yep. Here's the kick and the return, and that is DK trying to get across the 25, and another flag thrown on the play. Xavier Watts on special teams.
Yeah, and he did. That was a tackle with authority from Watts right there.
So the rookie from Notre Dame downfield. Here's Brad Allen.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Number 86 of the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
That is the TCU rookie, Drake Cadney. Street free agent for the Titans. And with 10:43 to go, Tennessee going to start 1st and 10. And let's see, they're going to spot the ball at the... They're going to move the ball back, don't they? They're going to put the ball at the 12, maybe the 13. Let's call it the Titan 13-yard line. Falcons just scored a moment ago. Field goal by Koo, 39 yards to tie the game. Jordan Mims, the running back. He started against Atlanta last year in New Orleans for the Saints. And he gets the carry on first down for a couple of yards. Toward the 16, it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Simeon Barrow in the game now.
Yep.
Pretty good year last year at Miami for this young man, and been battling the defensive tackle spot. A lot of guys in there that have a lot of playing experience that he's trying to battle to make this football team.
Mikhail London in there. So is Brandon Dorless tonight for Atlanta. Here in this second half. Here's Allen. Going to hand the ball again, and boy, the Falcons really rallying against the run game now. Tackle made after about a yard by Brandon Dorless. It'll be 3rd and 6 at the 17 on Mims.
Yeah, Dorless showing some of the versatility now. He can play the interior defensive tackle spot. Kind of a 3-technique guy, but which is between the guard and the tackle, but he's now out over the tackle, playing in more of a 5 technique. So just some of the versatility. Also seeing that from D'Angelo Malone. Malone playing the edge now, has played some stack linebacker as well last week.
Brandon Allen, the quarterback. He'll take the snap. Straight drop. Back across the middle, incomplete. He was looking for Jaquan Jackson. A flag has been thrown.
Yeah,
Ronnie Harrison was there defending, I think.
I think it was Lamar Jackson.
Or Lamar Jackson, 38, not 36. And I didn't see a lot of contact.
Pass interference. Defense number 38.
Wow.
By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
We'll get another look here on monitor, Arch. A little grab there it was.
Yeah, that's PI. Lamar's had a pretty good camp, too. I talked about the corners. Atlanta banged up a little bit when you start talking about the guys that are fighting for some of those depth spots. Kobe Bryant, heralded rookie out of Kansas, albeit not getting drafted. 3-time All-Big 12 defender. Yeah. 13 career receptions. He's been really hampered by leg injuries. There's a hamstring.
Little screen out the backside to Mims, and he'll have another first down. They got 11 yards to the 31 before Caleb Johnson and Henry Black made the stop.
Clark Phillips, one of the other corners that's played some here in Atlanta and then made some plays. Yep. He's been hampered by lower body injury as well that's kept him out of practice for the last several days. So there's an opportunity, and Lamar Jackson has taken advantage of the reps, as has Natron Brooks, who has an interception this evening.
Yep. Brooks played in 9 games last year for the Falcon Ball Club. So at the 31 here for another first down try. Allen from an empty set, quick throw to the far side. Catch is made, and out of bounds goes Xavier Restrepo. Yes, 51 games, 200 catches, 2,800 career yards, 21 scores. Miami's all-time leader in receptions is Restrepo, who had a terrific college career, but quite frankly, I don't know how he fits in the NFL. a hard fit, I think.
Yeah, just doesn't do anything great, but does a lot of things really good, you know, and so you wonder if there's a return abilities there, maybe a slot receiver scenario.
Second down 5. Here's Mims trying to get the first down, and he will. It'll be 6 yards on the run out to the 42 for Jordan Mims. D'Angelo Malone and Caleb Johnson to stop. So the ball now, the Titan 42-yard line.
It's just a reminder, you know, Wes, we talk about David Sills, who's bounced around to a couple of teams. You look at his numbers from college, and he led the nation in touchdowns one year with 18, at 15 another year.
Right.
150 catches for, 2,500 yards. I mean, just you look at those numbers, think, wow, that guy's going to tear it up in the league, and it just doesn't. This is another level. This is just a different level, and sometimes those guys that do it so well at the college level, it just doesn't equate.
Falcon trainer Jake Fowles come out with his assistant Danny Long, and Henry Black will be helped from the field. The third-year safety from Baylor.
Yeah, really big part of Dave Aranda's defense that helped win them a Big 12 championship here about 3 years ago, and Black was outstanding player. Had Jalen Petrie on that defense.
Ooh, yeah.
Terrell Bernard was playing linebacker. Some guys that are playing in the league now.
Here's a give Mims, this time right side, speaking of Baylor. And Jordan Mims will be pushed out of bounds near midfield. In fact, Atlanta's 49-yard line. That's a run of 9, Josh Thompson.
Boy, I thought D'Angelo Malone got grabbed here on the edge. It certainly looked like it. I thought that the offensive tackle to that side got away with a hold on Malone, no call.
Ball at the Atlanta 48-yard line, so it is second and a yard. All of a sudden, the Titans have found a little traction in the run game here. After going 3 and out and then turning it over on another kickoff return fumble. And now all of a sudden they're trying to get Mims cranked up. He'll try and get near side. He will pick up the first down. Rolling toward the 43. D'Angelo Malone, the tackle.
Good upfield.
Mims has been a big threat in this.
Yeah, good job by Simeon Barrow getting up the field there. Really did a good job of penetrating. When you start thinking about what Jeff Ulbricht's looking for from his interior defensive lineman, he wants them up the field. He wants them penetrating, getting up the field, very similar to the edge players. We've mentioned James Pierce a couple of times, and I know Jalen Walker's name hadn't been mentioned. Jalen was a late scratch, so he was not in position to play here as game time came around, and Brandon Dorlus blows up the play.
Yeah, Jamar Jefferson came in at the running back spot. First time we've seen Jefferson tonight, and Brandon Dorlus almost ate him. Just almost took him whole.
Yeah.
The only way I tell you how to describe it, it was a loss of 2 on the play. Could have been a lot worse. Second and 12.
Dorlus has been extremely active in these 2 preseason games.
Yep. Ball just inside the 45, and Allen to throw. Malone trying to get there. There's a flag. Should have been a flag. Wasn't thrown. And then Allen, as he went to the ground, took a lick over the top from Billy Bowman. How in the world did they not get a hold on D'Angelo Malone thrown? I'm not sure.
Well, it's the same guy working against him. It was working against him in the run game.
It'll be third down and 3 out at the 36. Gain of 9. Titans tonight on third down are 2 for 7. David Martin Robinson goes wide to the left with another receiver. 2 here to the right. Looping around is Restrepo. Going to hand the ball on a counter back inside. That's Mims. And that'll be enough for the first down. Down to the 32. Gain of 4 on third and 3. It'll be first down and 10 for the Titans. Inside 4.5 to go in this third quarter.
I was watching Billy Bowman on that play. Bowman is in at the nickel spot, just checked out of the game. But he was following the receiver across the formation. The run actually went away from the play. But they faked it and made it look like a screen out there, and he completely destroyed the receiver that was trying to block him. Now, it didn't amount to anything, obviously, because the run was away, but Billy Bowman, I mentioned it before, he's like trying to hit a fire hydrant.
Here's the give. Mims trying to find room, and On first down, will crease the 30 to the 28. It'll be a gain of 4. Kentavious Street the tackle. Second down and 6. .335 to go and a moving clock. Ball at the 29. Second and 7 it'll be. Tied up at 13 here in the third quarter. There's the snap. Allen looking left. Going to throw back foot. Catch is made. That's Restrepo catching the ball at the 20 and then knocked out of bounds right around the 16-yard line. Down below on the play is Thompson. Boy, second-year safety from Texas.
Yeah, this is just a lot of snaps for this group. D'Angelo Malone's been on the field a lot. Malone's in the left flat here, and he's got a chance to make a play on Restrepo and just loses his feet. Decides to dive and just instead of staying up on his feet and forcing Restrepo to turn it back to the inside, and Restrepo steps by him and gets the first down.
First and 10, ball at Atlanta 16. We're tied at 13. Jefferson has come back in the ball game. They're going to hand to him at the right. He makes a move at the 10, 5, and Jamar Jefferson puts the Titans back in front on a touchdown run of 16 yards. So a long drive by Brian Callahan's team, and with 2:35 to go in the third, Tennessee back in front on Jefferson's run.
Atlanta playing with what looked like dime in the game, so that means you got a defensive back at the linebacker position, and again, Harrison playing that extra defensive back or dime linebacker. They ran right in that area, and he just was evenly shoved out of the way. Huge crease in there running the football.
13 plays, 87 yards, 8:14 the time of the drive, and the Home Depot scoring summary. And the point after Joey Sly is good. New score now. The Titans 20 and the Falcons 13. A local message now on the Falcons Radio Network.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization, video streams, and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Football season is here and the fall months are approaching, but it's still warm. That means pests like ants, roaches, and mosquitoes are out in full force. Luckily, you can trust the pros at Arrow Exterminators to keep your home, business, and tailgate pest-free. Atlanta-based Arrow is trusted to keep Mercedes-Benz Stadium a pest-free zone and is the official pest control provider of the Atlanta Falcons. So rest assured that with Arrow Pest and Termite Control, you're getting the best from the best. Schedule a free pest inspection today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com.
Let's go, Falcons! Racetrack and the Atlanta Falcons are teaming up to help you score big on game day. From hot made-in-store pizza, fan-favorite snacks, and roller grill classics, Racetrack is your one-stop shop for football cravings. Whether you're at the stadium, on the couch, or watching with the crew, Racetrack's always on your team. Racetrack. Game day starts here. Your hometown stop for game day grab and go. Proud partner of the Atlanta Falcons.
Hey, it's Chris Thomas Turtle. Coming up on Monday, we'll break down Falcons and Titans, everything you need to know. 6 to 10 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
20-13, the Titans are back in front. With Dave Archer, West Durham, Falcons' second preseason game. And Atlanta just saw Jamar Jefferson race 16 yards for the touchdown. And now the Falcons are trying to answer. Easton Sticks, 14-24 tonight for 93 yards. Nathan Carter's got 63 yards on 9 carries, including the touchdown. And He'll touch a knee on the kick in the end zone. On the return of Jashawn Corbin. And that'll put the ball for play out at the 35-yard line. Everybody's kind of huddling around at 25 again.
Yeah, they haven't gotten it yet.
First down and 10. Falcon 35 for... Oh, Emory Jones has come in. I spoke too soon. No, it is Stick. I'm sorry. So here's Easton Stick. Ball at the 35. Dotson's the running back. Simon the tight end. Quick toss. Here goes Dotson to the right. Looking for a crease, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 before he is thrown back on the play by Desmond Evans, the former #1 prep player in the country, who played 55 games at North Carolina, had 20.5 tackles for loss and 9 sacks. It's second down and 8 from Sanford, North Carolina. Dotson stays in as a running back on second and 8. Here goes Stick on the keeper around the corner. 45, and he'll slide down, first down. Before he took a shot, but just Joshua Bledsoe out of the secondary.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job in the zone read. Really good play by... Got Amari Burney, the backer, to bite inside, and he stepped around in and got up the field.
So first down and 10, ball at the 48, 11-yard run there for Stick. I think that's an old Bison-type read and react there.
That was probably something out of his past.
Pistol set, and trying to make a move was Corbin. Could not free himself. Tackle made by Evans again. So final minute of the third here. Second down and 10. No gain on the play.
Yeah, a lot of people around the scrimmage for line of scrimmage for Tennessee. Not a lot of movement for Atlanta. No place to go.
Tight end, 2 receivers to the right. 2 guys here to the left, Blair and Nash. Snap to Stick, looking left. Down for Blair in stride. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Another Easton Stick to Chris Blair connection for a Falcon touchdown here in the preseason.
Watch out. Becoming lethal. Really good read by Easton Stick here. Slot receiver, I think Nash was in the slot to that side. He runs a hitch route, and for some reason the corner's peeking in the backfield. He has no responsibility in the flat area. He decides to squat down. Safety not deep enough. Looked like they might have been playing a little bit of looks like maybe a cover 4 on that side where they were having quarters of the field. But boy, Blair ran right by the corner and Stick put it right on it.
4 plays, 65 yards, 2:01, the Home Depot scoring drive. Falcons and Titans are now tied at 20. We'll step aside. Now this from Georgia Primary Care.
Celebrate healthy times. Let's go. National Health Center Week is August 3rd through 9th, and here in Georgia, we are celebrating the vital work of our 330 community health centers across 140 counties. These centers are the heartbeat of our communities. Last year, they served over 700,000 patients with affordable, high-quality care in communities large and small, urban and rural. From routine wellness checks to chronic disease management, from behavioral health to dental services, Georgia's community health centers are here for everyone, regardless of income or insurance. Don't miss the celebratory events during the 60th anniversary of National Health Center Week. Visit georgiapca.org to discover the fun and informative activities hosted by your local community health center, like Primary Health Care Center's Walker County Kids Day, July 29th, and MedLink Colbert in Colbert, Georgia, for Medi-Bear Back to School Carnival theme event. Brought to you by the Georgia Primary Care Association, supporting community health centers that make care possible for everyone.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Kia has 10 electrified utility vehicles to choose from. Whether you're ready to take a Kia Sportage Turbo Hybrid on a road trip, a professional looking to navigate traffic in an EV9, or someone who wants electric for every day and fuel for far away with a Sorento plug-in hybrid, Kia has something for you. Find out more at your local Kia showroom today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. The 2025 Sorento PHEV has an EPA estimated all-electric range of 31 miles on a full battery charge. Actual range will vary.
Hey, Andy Bunker here from the Midday Show with Andy and Randy. You're listening to the Falcons and the Tennessee Titans right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game. Coming up Monday at 11 a.m., we'll break it all down on the Midday Show with Andy and Randy.
Houston stick, 15 of 25, 145, the touchdown to Chris Blair. 3 for 78 and a touchdown. Chris Blair, that's 2 in a row now, Arch.
And we've been talking about that receiver room now and who's available, we haven't seen Casey Washington play tonight. We haven't seen Jamal Agnew, so you got to figure those probably are the other two guys with the starting 4.
Wait a second here. We got whistles blow as the kick.
I don't think the ball carried Larnell.
Short free kick by the kicking team. The ball is placed at the 40-yard line. It's first down.
Yeah, the 40. Lenny Krieg was not told that piece of information. Because wait a minute, I got to carry it how far?
Yeah.
So the ball's got to land in the landing zone. It hit the ground prior to the landing zone.
So first and 10. Titans will start from their 40. All of a sudden, offensive show's broken out. Teams have been going back and forth here.
Both teams find a little footing.
Tied at 20 now after the stick to Blair touchdown. And off the left side is Jordan Mims, young man out of Fresno State, barrels down. He's got 13 career games in the NFL, 11 last year with New Orleans. He had 20 carries for 70 yards on the season. He had 2 carries for 10 yards against Atlanta last year in New Orleans. And that time he went for 12 and a first down. Into Falcon territory at the 48. And
this is the end of the third quarter.
There you have it. So 3 quarters in the books. Tied at 20. Stay tuned. Fourth quarter next. After this from Georgia Power.
Third quarter.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Right now at the Home Depot, you can stack up on storage solutions that fit your needs, like heavy-duty shelving, strong enough to hold up to 2,500 pounds per shelf, so it can handle all your lawn and garden tools, your power tools, or your weight set, if that's what you're into. Because the right storage should work for whatever your day throws at it. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Celebrate healthy times. Let's go. National Health Center Week is August 3rd through 9th, and here in Georgia, we are celebrating the vital work of our 330 community health centers across 140 counties. These centers are the heartbeat of our communities. Last year, they served over 700,000 patients with affordable, high-quality care in communities large and small, urban and rural. From routine wellness checks to chronic disease management, from behavioral health to dental services, Georgia's community health centers are here for everyone, regardless of income or insurance. Don't miss the celebratory events during the 60th anniversary of National Health Center Week. Visit georgiapca.org to discover the fun and informative activities hosted by your local community health center, like Valley Healthcare Systems in Columbus and Curtis V. Cooper Primary Healthcare. Savannah is having a gospel concert event and more, brought to you by the Georgia Primary Care Association, supporting community health centers that make care possible for everyone.
Coming up, it's Falcons-Titans. Will the game be as feisty as the week of practice was at Flowery Branch? Dukes and Bill will have you covered, talking about it Monday, 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
We're going to the fourth, tied at 20. Titans and Falcons, who are meeting here tonight in their 8th ever preseason game. Tennessee leads 4-3, by the way, if your preseason history needs to be updated, Arch. Atlanta's won 3 of the last 4. And here is Trevor Siemian at quarterback tonight. Recently signed Siemian. Lamar Jackson makes the tackle of the ball carrier there. So we get Trevor Siemian into the ball game.
That's a good play by Jackson. He's up in the line of scrimmage, slot away from him in zone coverage, and he's got to help out in the run game there. Does a really good job of squaring up the back and getting him on the ground for a minimal gain.
Yep. And the handoff goes to Jordan Mims, and he got dropped in the backfield by LaCale London.
Again, the penetration, what Jeff Ulbricht's teaching these guys is to get up the field. LaCale London does it here. Able to knife in behind the center, get up the field, make a tackle for about a 4-yard loss. Force 3rd and long. And those are the kind of plays you're looking for, Wes, on 1st and 2nd down. Now you force them into a passing situation. This is where you want to tee off with some of that pass rush.
Jamar Jefferson on 3rd and 11 now. Off the 49. Straight drop by Siemian. Going to shoot it down the field. It's caught in traffic by Prochet, who holds on for the first down, I believe, at the 37 of Atlanta.
Boy, what a good catch by Prochet, because there's 2 Falcon defenders there. Caleb Johnson is coming from the linebacker spot from below the play or underneath the play, and Lamar Jackson closing from behind at the corner spot. And ball got there just in time, just before 2 defenders got there, and really good job of Prochet squeezing the football in traffic.
Boy, you're not kidding. Siemian on 1st down, going to hand the ball to Jefferson, who had the touchdown run. And he's going to get 4, almost 5 to the 33. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 at the 33. After the run by Jefferson. Trevor Siemian signed the other day. Has played in 40 career games with 33 starts in the National Football League. For the Jets, Chicago, New Orleans, and Denver in his career. Here's Siemian to throw, back in traffic and broken up. Ball intended for Odukoya, the second-year tight end out of Eastern Michigan. Born in the Netherlands, he technically qualifies as the international pathway player for the Titans.
Another pretty good play here by Henry Black, this 3rd-year man out of Baylor. He was right there on the play, knocked the ball out. Safety.
So 12:27 to play in the ball game. Tied at 20 still. Mims into the backfield, left hip of Siemian. Bunch look to the right. Single receiver to the left is Bryce Oliver. Siemian throws, and it's caught. Mason Kinsey holds on for the first down to the 23-yard line against Mike Ford. It's a 10-yard throw on 3rd and 6. Second 3rd down conversion in the drive for Tennessee.
Well, that's a good job by Siemian standing in there. Man coverage by the Falcons. Took a long time for him to get in there to win on the route, and Siemian kind of planted and waited on that back foot. Things breaking up around him, was able to get the ball out for a first down.
Kinsey had over 200 catches in 50 and 43 games at Berry College. Now throw on the perimeter, and this is Josh Wiley, the tight end, for another first down. Inside the 13 toward the 11 before Pierce makes the tackle. Well, James Pierce is in there making plays downfield. The ball will be placed at the 12, 1st and 10. 11-yard throw to Wiley, the tight end, in his 3rd year out of Cincinnati.
And it's another one of those quick screens to the outside. Pierce goes all the way down the field from the defensive end spot to make the play.
Tight end, 2 receivers left. They're going to counter and hand the ball to Mims, and Mims inside the 5, down toward the 2. It'll be close to 1st and goal. Lamar Jackson the tackle.
Yeah, a lot of hands on hips right now by this Falcon defensive unit.
Trevor Siemian coming on and release with Brandon Allen rather, is trying to get Tennessee the lead back. First and 10, or second and short at the 3 after the 9-yard run by Mims. Here's the give, Mims again, couldn't keep his feet, and he got tripped up on the play. Atlanta got Caleb Johnson firing through there, and he took the pins out from underneath Jordan Mims.
Yeah, it looks like Mims runs into the back of one of his own guards. No, he's trying to sidestep one of his own guys. And Caleb Johnson beats the block of the guard and knifes through to make the tackle.
Yep. So back toward the 6. It'll be 3rd and 3 at the 5. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown as they go toward the east end of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, toward the big glass window. Siemian in the gun, wants to throw, dumps it to Mims, and he got hammered by Ronnie Harrison. Tackled him right outside the 3 toward the 4-yard line. They're going to put it down at the 5, so it's 4th down, and let's call it 2, Arch, at the 5.
Yeah, good quick decision by Harrison to come down from the safety spot. Kind of lined up as a linebacker, comes down and makes the play in the back of the flat. Forced the field goal. So good job. Once Tennessee kind of penetrated the 5-yard line, Atlanta bowed their back right there to force the field goal.
23-yard try inside the Mercedes-Benz drive zone for Joey Sly to push the Titans back in front. Coming up on 9 minutes to play in the game. The kick away, and Sly pushes it right through. Timeout on the field. 9:03 to go in the game. Joey Sly, 23-yard field goal. Titans 23, Falcons 20. Our coverage continues after a local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
Well, we did it, y'all. We finally got the McDonald's snack wrap back on the menu. We broke the internet with our pleas, and now this iconic snack has returned. Get it for just $2.99, or order ahead exclusively in the McDonald's app and snag it for only $1.99. Enjoy the taste of victory while you sink your teeth in a crispy chicken wrapped in a soft tortilla, because you deserve it. We fought. McDonald's listened. Now, it's our move. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 8/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Must opt in to rewards.
Hey Falcon fans, Dave Archer here. I've talked to a number of folks that have been through serious accidents. And you know what they tell me? At some firms, I felt like just a case number. That's not how it works at Attorney John Foy & Associates. When you're hurt, you need more than just a lawyer. You need someone who treats you like you matter. John and his team listen, they fight, they win. And they treat you with the dignity and respect you deserve. So if life takes a tough turn, make the right call. Call Attorney John Foy & Associates.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, it's Allie Mack from the Morning Shift. You're listening to Falcons at Titans, and we'll break it down Monday morning, 6 a.m. on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
23-20, the Titans are back in front. 9:03 to play in the ball game here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. We'll see you a week from tonight in Dallas. Actually, Arlington. Arch and I'll be there at AT&T Stadium with our crew to finish up the preseason against the Dallas Cowboys. Ball fielded on the fly in the end zone by Jesse Matthews. Atlanta will scrimmage 1st and 10 with 9:03 to play off its 35. Dave, curious here. In this kick rule and the way things are now, you think once we get to the regular season, teams are going to try and position the ball to where it has to be returned because of the ball being put at the 30?
Yes,
you can't put the offenses at the 35.
I don't think they wanted him to kick it in the end zone there.
Yeah.
I think they want to try to force the returns getting out to the 35-yard line, and we can go back and look at some of the numbers as to where the average return is, but it's somewhere around the 28, 29-yard line.
Yeah, here's Emory Jones, by the way, in the ball game now at quarterback. I was trying to put him in 2 series ago. Oh, look at the bounce off here. Corbin trying to rip away, and he ends up getting 2 or 3 yards when it looked like he was getting ready to lose 2 or 3 yards. Finally got slung around and dropped.
Looked like a Murray
Burney, yeah. Former Gator. Clock continuing to run, 8.5 minutes to go. It'll be 2nd down and 7 out at the Falcon 38-yard line. Good hard run there from Ja'Shawn Corbin. And Emory Jones going to work here for the first time tonight. And Jones is going to keep it right side. He's got Simon in front trying to block, and now flag's been thrown well after Jones cleared into Tennessee territory. Bledsoe made the stop out of the Titans secondary.
Holding. Offense, number 62. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's Jordan Williams, the rookie from Georgia Tech and the former Gainesville Red Elephant from up there in Hall County, who had 53 college starts to his credit, being flagged for the hold.
Getting back to the returns, Wes, real quickly, 33% was the return rate in 24 as opposed to 22% in 23. So they increased the returns, and it's going to be even more so now with the ball coming out to the 35, as you mentioned. Only 21.5% of the kickoffs landed in the landing zone last year.
Yeah.
So that's something they'll want to increase to try to prevent that 35-yard line.
Oh, look at the bullet from Jones that time, and a leaping grab of it. Hauled in by Quincy Skinner. Curtis Jacobs the tackle on Skinner, the rookie from Vanderbilt.
Yeah, really good job of showing the strong hands here. Skinner coming to the inside. He's a big, good-looking receiver, Wes.
Sure is.
Out of Vandy.
Yep.
Looks the part now. When you watch this guy operate on the field, you just got to give him some opportunities.
He played 41 games in Nashville, 66 catches and 8 touchdowns. Through a myriad of quarterbacks. 3rd down and 5 now. Here's the throw down the near side. Oh, coming back to make the grab. Inbounds. If this stands for DJ Chark or not, we'll see.
Nope,
going to call him out of bounds. Incomplete, so Atlanta will be 4 of 12 on 3rd down.
Now, part of this is on Chark because he does not win at the line of scrimmage well enough, and so the defender can angle him out of bounds and push him out of bounds. But it's a pretty good throw from Emory Jones.
So it'll be 4th and 5 at the Falcon 40. In a 3-point Tennessee lead, just ahead of 7 minutes to go. DK to return the punt. Here is Pinion, the only punter on Atlanta's roster. High spiral, DK, a sliding catch of it at the 24-yard line. That'll get us a timeout. 7 even to play now here in Atlanta. Titans 23, Falcons 20. Coverage continues after this from our friends at Ticketmaster.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Atlanta Falcons and the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score fully verified Atlanta Falcons tickets. And even if your plans get broken up, or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Falcons.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
When it comes to excellence, Mercedes-Benz SUVs deliver. With 4MATIC's impressive all-wheel precision, awe-inspiring MBUX technology, and state-of-the-art acoustics that immerse you in every moment. From intelligence to power, from safety to precision, performance means more in a Mercedes-Benz. Discover the Mercedes-Benz SUV that's right for you at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or visit MBUSA.com to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Hey, this is Ray McMichael, and you're listening to Falcons Titans. And join us on Monday starting at 11 and break it all down for you on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
7 minutes to go in the ball game. 23-20, the Titans lead the Falcons. We'll see you next Friday night from Dallas. That is an 8 o'clock Eastern time start, by the way, Art.
8 o'clock Eastern?
7 out in Big D in the Metroplex.
Yeah. Going to see it be in Jerry's World?
Yep, be up in the corner. Nice spot, though. Plenty of room. Spread right on out for that final preseason game. Here's the give to Jefferson, and he got hemmed in and finally was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Kubitz made the tackle.
It's a good play by D'Angelo Malone, too, Wes. He kept outside leverage in the run game. I thought he was being held again, but did a good job of forcing the back wide, allowed Kubitz to come from the linebacker spot.
They're going to mark it a loss.
To make the play.
Yeah, 2nd and 11. Nice play behind the line on Jefferson, who had the touchdown run. Field goal by Slide gave him the lead a moment ago. Atlanta went 3 and out, trying to get the ball back here, and that ball got broken up on the way to Jaquan Jackson. Boy, Atlanta defended that very well, and that was Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson, I think, has done a good job tonight, Wes. We talked about the corner spot and the guys that are injured. Kobe Bryant and Clark Phillips not able to play. You're losing reps, and the guy that's taking advantage of the reps is Lamar Jackson. Done a really good job tonight. Did come up with a pass interference call earlier in the game on a 3rd down play, but I think he's afforded himself pretty well tonight.
Here's Simeon on a drop, eludes one rush. Now back here to the near side. Malone gives chase. Trevor Simeon just going to throw it out of bounds because D'Angelo Malone was getting ready to clock him.
Yeah, Harrison won and was all over him, and frankly, he just kind of hunkered down, and Harrison's such a big guy, just went over the top of him.
Yep.
And at that point, Malone was tracking him. He said, I think I'm just going to throw this away because I've got the Hilltopper on me, and I'm done.
Yeah. So 4th and 11 at the 23 with 6:12 to play. And here is Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And Jesse Matthews, I think, is the deep man. Or it's Drummond, 81, Dylan Drummond. And Hecker going to drive this.
Nailed it.
Drummond back to the 26. Tried to make a man miss, did. Squeezed through a hole, 35, Drummond to the 40. Tackle made there. So Atlanta's going to have pretty decent field position here. With 5:59 to go, trailing 3, we get a timeout. Now this from American Family Insurance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know it's not just a car. It also drives your children's dreams. So whether you're going to soccer practice, robotics club, or opening night in the school play, we help protect those dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You need all the energy you can get for game day. Luckily, at Georgia Power, we know a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game.
Visit GeorgiaPower.com/myenergy to learn more.
With NFL Plus, keep the NFL in reach. Stream live out-of-market preseason games, live local and primetime games on mobile during the regular and postseason, and NFL Network, including 7 exclusive live games. With NFL Plus Premium, watch every touchdown every Sunday afternoon during the regular season on NFL Red Zone. And for a limited time, save 20% on an annual NFL Plus Premium subscription. Offer ends September 15th. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
It's Falcons football season in Atlanta, so rise up and roll out with Napa. Whether you're tailgating at the stadium, carpooling to an away game, or cheering the Falcons on from anywhere else, the Napa Network has your back. With nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. As a proud partner of the Atlanta Falcons, Napa helps you tackle tough projects and stay off the sidelines.
To the Falcons and the Titans. We'll be talking all NFL and all Falcons. Monday, 9 to 11 on the Steakhouse on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
5:59 to play in the ball game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Falcons trail by 3 but have the ball and all 3 timeouts, Arch, if they choose to use them.
Yeah, you got a lot of time left in the game now, 6 minutes.
And Emory Jones at the quarterback spot. On the near hash, Falcons start from their 40. Here goes Jones, the keeper to his left, wants to set. Now going to rifle it down the field. There should have been a flag. There it is.
There it is.
The ball was intended downfield for Jesse Matthews and Jamari Harris, the rookie from Iowa.
Pass interference. Defense, number 40. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
That is Davian Ross from Perry, Georgia, who played at Memphis.
Yeah,
Guilty of the hold.
He got all turned around. Jesse Matthews started outside, then busted it straight up the field inside of him, and then stepped on his right foot and drove towards the corner. And Ross said, "Wait a minute, I have no idea where you're going. I'm going to grab you around the waist."
20-yard penalty on Ross out of Perry, Georgia. Originally started at Eastern Kentucky, finished up at Memphis. 7 collegiate interceptions at the 2 institutions of higher education. 5:53 to play. Ball spotted, 20 yards downfield, Tennessee 40-yard line. Atlanta trailing 3. Play fake by Emory Jones. Backing up, now going to sling it, and almost picked that time by Jamari Harris out of Iowa.
Yeah, it looked like Skinner might have gotten knocked to the ground there as well. Again, running a deep post route, play action fake, deep post through the middle, and then an over route behind it. It got a little tangled up.
Yep.
The 2 receivers were too close to one another, and the separation didn't. I guess this incidental contact, maybe not interference there. Two guys got their legs tangled up with one another.
DJ Chark goes to the far side at the left. Tight end, 2 receivers here to the right. Second down, 10. Play fake. Jones going to throw it here on the perimeter. Matthews to work. Trying to squeeze up the near side. He'll pick up 5, almost 6 on the play. Second year out of San Diego State for Jesse Matthews, who was a free agent signee to the Texans a year ago. He had 174 catches and 15 touchdowns as an Aztec. Third down and 4 it is at the 34 at Tennessee.
Made a pretty good catch on that ball.
Yes,
that ball was a screen to the outside, and he had to go way up the ladder to catch it, and then to go get 6 yards. Pretty good play.
2 down territory here, Coach.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll hand the ball inside. Look at Corbin run for the first down. Jayshon Corbin at 200 pounds out of Florida State. And Jamari Harris finally tackled him, but not before Atlanta converts the third down opportunity. Falcons are now 5 for 13 on third down tonight after the Corbin run.
Got in behind Matthew Cindric and Jake Hansen, who's in at center. The right guard and center there. Good push. Created a little crease.
Just inside the 29. First and 10 Atlanta. 4:38 to play. Trailing 3. Here's Corbin left side trying to route it to the far side. He'll pick up a yard or 2 to the 27. Looked like on the edge out there was Ali Gay. Second year out of LSU. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. 2nd and 8 coming up on the Falcons Radio Network.
Falcons games on the game.
This is WZGC Atlanta and WZGC HD1.
Sports Radio 92.9, The Game.
4:05 to play. Titans 23, Falcons 20. Winding down the second preseason game tonight at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Just under 4 minutes to go. 2nd and 8. Emory Jones from the pocket. Scrambles north. 25, spins at the 23. Took a shot there. And he'll be wrestled to the 21-yard line. Curtis Jacobs, second-year linebacker out of Penn State, finally made the tackle. After a 6-yard gain, it'll be 3rd and about 2.5 for Atlanta.
Had his zone coverage in the back end, 4-man pass rush, and Emory Jones saw a little crease, stepped through it, and was able to push himself close to the first down.
So the clock continuing to move. Third down and 2. Ball at the 21. 3:10 to go in the ball game. Falcons trail 23-20. And now a Raheem Morris timeout because the play clock was dying.
Raheem did a really good job of watching the clock there.
Yep.
And got the timeout prior to the delay of game.
So a timeout grabbed by Atlanta.
There is no foul for delay of game as there was a charged timeout by Atlanta. Please set the game clock to 3:06.
The down
3:06
judge
on the game clock, please.
The down judge, Sarah Thomas, over to visit with Raheem Morris at the Falcon bench. Even when he's upset with you, I think he's got a smile on his face. Second-year coach here in Atlanta, of course.
Yeah, he has got, you talk about a guy that's got energy now.
Oh, my God.
My goodness. He's one of those guys, I've talked about a few guys every now and then you run into that you talk to that you feel better about yourself after you talk to him, and Raheem's one of those guys.
That is a fact. At the 21, here's Jones. Snap to Emory Jones, sprints here to the right, wants to throw, back foot shot, and it is in and out of the hands of DJ Chark.
Man, that's a really good throw by Emory Jones, who had major pressure. The sprint to the right, he had Matthews in the flat and Chark going to the corner, and boy, he took a shot as he let this one go, and the ball is right on the money.
Boy, Chark should have had this. It's right there, Dave.
Yeah, it's a really good throw. I got to give the defender credit. Defender got in front of Chark, maybe got a little piece of it to knock it out of there, but 4th and 3 now.
Joshua Bledsoe was that guy. So now 4th and 2 and change. Corbin is the running back. Play clock at 2-1, and Raheem called a second timeout because they were going to get snagged again by the play clock.
Yeah, not sure why they're all of a sudden.
Charge timeout. Atlanta, their second. It will be 30 seconds.
It's interesting, too, Wes, whenever you run with the football and having remembered taking off and running, one of the things that's hardest to do for a quarterback is to get himself back to the huddle, because you're getting the play call and you're trying to get yourself sorted out, and you're breathing hard. You're out of, it's one of those deals where when you physically insert yourself into a play and make a run like he did 2 plays ago, remember he had to call a timeout there, and then right here he had the sprint out where he gets hit as he lets it go. You've got to get your wits about you pretty quickly as a quarterback and get yourself back to the huddle, because that clock is starting as soon as the play's over with.
3:02 to go in the ball game. Falcons trail 3. It's 4th and 2 at the Tennessee 21. And now Tennessee wants a timeout.
Tennessee.
So Brian Callahan, his defensive coordinator is Jannard Wilson. And so they're going to huddle up here.
You talk about a fast track, the defensive coordinator, Wes. Jannard Wilson is guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Talk about a guy that was playing football,
3 years ago.
A few years ago.
Wasn't it 3? It's not long.
No, it's a little longer than that.
Okay.
He was an undrafted free agent in 2004 to Washington.
Yeah.
Was on their practice squad. Then went to he was a DB at Maryland.
So here's the 4th and 2 play out of the Tennessee timeout. Jones, play fake, keeps it to the right. Going to try and make it on his feet and didn't get it. I don't think. He had to break the 19, and they're going to measure him down just inside the 20, and Emory Jones is hurt and shaken up on the play. It was a quarterback run the whole way.
No, he had an option.
Did he have an option?
He had an option to throw it. He just decided to tuck it. He had looked like Matthews in the flat. It was a very similar play that they just ran. It looked like he had Chark to the corner and Matthews to the flat, trying to play fake and hold Tennessee inside. And as he got to the edge, he decided, I'm going to have to try to go run for this, and took a pretty big shot.
Yeah, sure did.
As he got to the end of the play.
And Jones is up on his feet here.
Yeah, just a quick play fake, and now he's got the back in the flat. It's Corbin in the flat, and he decides, I can't throw it because there's a defender right there, and he took a shot from Williams, the linebacker. Oh, and he got a head-to-head shot with the corner that was out there as well. Looked like Jamari Harris, the corner, goes head-to-head with him.
Yeah, you mentioned the over-the-top play out of Amari Burney. Emory Jones and Amari Burney might have played together in Florida.
Please reset the game clock to 2:57. 2:57 on the game clock.
Trying to make the squad. All those college days are forgotten. So Atlanta turns it over on downs. They ran 7 plays. And now the Titans will take over. Falcons have only 1 timeout, plus the 2-minute warning, and it's 1st and 10 at the 19.5 of Tennessee. And we don't know Brian Callahan as well as we know what Raheem Morris might do, but I can't imagine Tennessee's going to do anything but run this. But we'll see. Leading by 3. They're going to hand the ball to the running back, Khalil Mullings. He will get a yard maybe to the 20. 2nd down and 9. And Atlanta going to let the clock run. We got maybe a step toward the 20. Well, better second half, Arch, than the first half, right?
Yeah, and you get to this point in the game, the team concept of you want to win. You'd like to win. Atlanta has not been very good in the preseason when it comes to winning football games. And that's not the priority, but certainly when you get to this point, you'd like to win a game. And you're here in your own building. It's kind of nice.
Yep. Run that time by Mullings again, tackled by Pierce. So that'll get Atlanta to the 2-minute warning. They'll have 1 timeout to go. It'll be 3rd and 5 when we come back. 23-20, Tennessee the lead. Local message on the Falcons Radio Network.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You think a sore shoulder is going to stop me from soaring past defenders? You think a torn ACL can tear me down? Think again. Grit doesn't stop at the gridiron because girls are unstoppable. We fought to get girls flag football in over 250 Georgia high schools. You better believe we're going to fight to get back out there. That's why I trust Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. As Georgia's teen sports injury experts, they understand my unique needs and my drive to get back in the game. Get the right team behind you. Go to choa.org/teens to learn more.
Family history. Everyone has one. And if you have heart disease in yours, Emory Heart and Vascular can help rewrite your story. Emory's expert heart team pioneers the most innovative techniques and treatments to set the standard of care for more options and better outcomes than anywhere else. To make more family moments, more friend moments, and more best friend moments possible. Emory Heart and Vascular. Next day appointments at emoryhealthcare.org/bestfriend.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dylan Matthews here from the Hometown Take. You're listening to Falcons, Titans. Coming up Monday morning, 5 a.m. We'll break it all down right here on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game.
Back with Dave Archer, West Durham. And the Falcons trail the Titans 23-20. And Tennessee has 2 timeouts. It's 3rd and 5 for the Titans at their 25-yard line. Atlanta's got 1 timeout. Now as we come out of the 2-minute warning.
Well, it'll be interesting to see here if Tennessee decides to, I guess if you're in a situation where the starters were in the game and you're trying to seal the game, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Callahan would do. Would he let his young quarterback, his rookie quarterback, throw the football right here to try to potentially end the game? I would assume that's what they're going to try to do with Simeon here.
Yeah, because he's emptying everything. 2 receivers to the right, including the running back, Jefferson, who now comes back into the backfield. Tight end, 2 receivers here to the left. Here's Simeon. He's going to throw the football. Pressure coming. Malone had him. Simeon dodges. Now going to drive upfield. He'll dive and be short as he's tackled at the 25-yard line. D'Angelo Malone had him dead to rights twice tonight and couldn't get him on the ground.
Charge timeout. Atlanta.
And there's Atlanta's last timeout, Arch.
Well, Malone gets face masked on the play. The right tackle who's blocking D'Angelo Malone, who comes around on a speed rush, grabs his face mask and actually pulls him to the ground. That's what keeps Malone from making the sack. And then he just barely dodges Pierce. Pierce almost gets his first sack of his Falcon career here, although it be in preseason. He was next in there. Simeon made him miss as well.
So Dylan Drummond is going to return the punt of Johnny Hecker. And it's going to be on here in the final 150 of a 3-point preseason game.
Well, and Easton Stick going to have to come back in the game here now.
Yeah, Emory Jones shaking up, right?
Drives, yeah.
Get him all padded up and taped. Hecker gets it away. Here's Drummond now. Off the 27. Drummond trying to get to the left. Got to the far hash mark and taken down at the 31-yard line. Special teams cover by the Titans. Blake Lynch, who was added to the roster this week on a couple of transactions, makes the play. It'll be 1st down and 10. The ball will be at the 32-yard line of Atlanta. Atlanta's out of timeouts. Elijah Dotson's the running back. This is the Falcons' 13th possession of the ball game. So Easton Stick's come back. He's 15 of 25 tonight for 145. Quick throw and a catch is made on the far side, and the grab by Jesse Matthews. Or not Matthews, beg your pardon. That is
Skinner.
Quincy Skinner. Thank you.
Not sure why there's so much change of formation. This is where you just still stay on the same side of the ball.
Ball at the 36. There's another throw. That ball's caught and racing out of bounds. And Sarah Thomas, the down judge, awarded out of bounds to Jesse Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews twists and catches his ball headed to the flat. It's a similar throw that got picked off, albeit this time the defender was not as close. But Stick's got to get the ball to the outside shoulder. The last 2 throws he's made to his left side have been back to the inside of the field. Both caught, but receivers had to make twisting catches to make them.
75 seconds left to go after the clock stopped when Matthews got out of bounds. Ball at the 43-yard line of Atlanta. Stick takes the snap. 4-man rush from Tennessee. He'll dump it right across the middle. That ball was caught, and Elijah Dotson rolls toward the midfield line. So, very quickly, Amari Burney, the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 3 at the 49. Clock running inside of a minute now. Quick snap for Easton Stick. 2 steps, now looking to throw. Wide open, the catch is made. And DJ Chark, a 1st down to the 40 of the Titans. 11-yard throw to Chark.
Remember, Atlanta had to burn those timeouts early in the half. and don't have any left.
And there's a spike on first down because of that very fact. So
Had 2 moments.
Second down and 10.
They had 2 moments on that last drive where I don't know whether Emory Jones got out of breath or what the deal was, but he just lost track of the time on the clock and ultimately had to be rescued by Raheem Morris in a couple of timeouts.
35 seconds left. 23-20, Tennessee leads. Got to wonder if Atlanta can take a shot or two here with Easton Stick. Titans have rushed 4. They will so again here. Stick in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked on the play. Back near the midfield line with 25 seconds left. Gaziano, the former Falcon, got in there. 3rd down and 18 now. Back at the 48. 2 shots left for Atlanta with 15 seconds left. Stick trying to throw, incomplete to the far side. Jesse Matthews, the intended receiver, with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, Gaziano got into his arm again there. You could feel that pressure off of that side. He's working against Jordan Williams. Williams having a tough time with Gaziano.
So now, 11 seconds left.
Yeah, the problem here is, Wes, with 11 seconds left, you can't throw the ball in the middle of the field.
Nope.
Because you're not going to be able to get down there in time to kill the clock. So Tennessee should know that they're going to work the sideline. Anything in the middle of the field, they'll give up.
Here's Stick to his right. Is he going to put it up? He is. He'll throw downfield. Matthews there, and he can't make the catch with 3 seconds left. And the ball game will end. Coverage was down there. Jamari Harris was in the neighborhood, along with Julius Wood out of East Carolina in coverage for the Titans, and it'll be 1 snap and this ball game will end. And Tennessee, thanks in part to a Joey Sly field goal with 9 minutes to play, will beat Atlanta 23-20. The Titans will go to 1-1 in the preseason. The Falcons will go to 0-2. Tennessee will host Minnesota next Friday. And Atlanta, of course,
and achieve to be the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com.
Is your place packed tighter than a game day crowd at Arrowhead? Storage Mart has the Hail Mary you need. Super fans like you can score $20 off storage units when you use code CHIEFS20 at checkout. That's code CHIEFS20 for $20 off only at Storage Mart. Offer available at select locations. Restrictions apply. Visit storage-mart.com to rent online today. That's storage-mart.com. Storage Mart is proud to be